So, where were we? Where are we? Where exactly are we? We're in a tavern right now that you don't really recognize, but you're having a good time. The rest of the party is here. You've got, obviously George, Pink, Gregor. The boy is here. Let's see, there is also Liam's here. Fisk, who you've briefly met, as well as Simone, who you've also briefly met. So they're all here, and as well as a couple of other different people that you don't recognize. But you're in a pretty small tavern, probably about 25 feet wide. And there's just a single bartender behind the bar serving you drinks. Don't really remember how you got here.
Wait.
What would you like to do?
Weren't we on the top of...
Yeah, we're on the top of the mountain.
Yes, you were.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, just
But
right
you're
outside
somewhere
Citrine.
different now.
I thought we left off just before Pink went to pick up his bow.
That seems to be the last point you can remember.
What?
Wait.
What?
Something about where you're at seems off.
Is the tavern keeper the same?
The tavern keeper is serving up Liam. No, not Liam. That would be who's on the map here. Serving up Fisk another drink. 6 seconds later, the tavern keeper serves Fisk up another drink. 6 seconds later, the tavern keeper serves Fisk up another drink. Fisk takes the drink. 6 seconds later, Fisk takes the drink. They seem to be repeating their actions.
I'm gonna look over at George.
I'm gonna look back and
I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking with like the most bewildered, confused face you can think of.
I'm gonna take out. Let me make sure I have one. Yeah, I'm gonna take out a copper piece and just flip it onto the table.
You flip the copper piece onto the table?
Mm-hmm. My singular copper piece
Flips onto the table. Seems to land on the table. It's not like a illusion. It's a real table. Just in case I need to act out Liam at any point.
All right, so it seems like you and I aren't repeating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and collect my copper piece again.
I'm gonna go up to Fisk and just give a big old pat on the back and say, "How are you doing?"
Fisk takes the drink. The bartender serves up Fisk another drink. At this point, being up and close and, by 5 feet, you see that Fisk is basically just getting covered and drenched in this drink. Nothing's actually being imbibed. As you
I
start
walk
to
up
move
to
around,
Fisk as
though,
well.
you do start to notice that the world around you does seem off. In fact, there seem to be green particles throughout the area. Green particles of light.
I'm gonna try and like reach out and touch one.
They seem to pass through your hand. Although it does seem to interact with like the aerodynamics of your hand. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna walk out of the tavern and see
Yeah.
if anything else seems to be happening there.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
So you walk out of the tavern. You seem to be in some sort of ravine of various
That's not where we were.
And just different broken structures. The ground beneath you is just a very plain, turned up soil. It seems like, there's patches of grass sticking up, but it seems like this has only recently been patted down after maybe some sort of cave-in.
What?
As you do exit this tavern, though, the boy, Gregor, says, "Oh, you two aren't being weird. Any idea what's going on here?"
Not
Not
quite
the
sure.
slightest clue.
But at least we know the three of us are normal enough.
So is Liam also trapped in this?
So you go ahead and turn and look at Liam, and Liam is seemingly being normal. Just kind of sitting there, not drinking their water because they have the mask on. And as you look over at Liam, I just give you a wave.
Liam,
Probably
do
a
you...
good idea if maybe you all explore out there, and then I'll stay in here and keep an eye on the rest of them.
That sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Let's wait 6 seconds real quick.
What's that?
Oh, never mind.
okay.
Everything seems fine.
All right,
Well,
yeah,
I'm happy to go with y'all.
yeah, let's go take a look around the area.
Gregor goes ahead and grabs his spear and follows you out. All right. So you're all out of the tavern now.
What the heck?
So what's the plan here? Just poke around, I guess? Or...
Yeah, I guess we could only look around, see if we can notice anything else that's different.
So what would you like to look for? Or search?
There was the fountain at the south end of this ravine, right?
From your perspective, you wouldn't have been able to see that, but you can go towards the south end of the ravine, which seems to be where, like, there's more area.
I'd like to go to the south end.
Alright. Are you also following, Pink?
Yeah, as we do, I'm gonna just cast magic.
Ah, yes, magic.
I mean, obviously there's magic, but I want to see if like I can determine the nature of.
Oh, I heard I'm going to cast magic. I didn't hear
Oh
detect.
no, I'm gonna cast detect magic.
I cast magic. All right. For detect magic, you do sense a magical presence from each and every one of these green motes of light that are floating around.
So each individual one is like
Each
giving
individual
its
one.
own sense. Wow.
Has its own faint presence.
Am I able to like determine anything about them per se? It's not like Pink is the most magically knowledgeable, so.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Did I see Pank earlier, like, try to grab the little
You probably
specks? Can I bring up the hamburger helper and try to do the same, but with
Okay.
that instead?
Sure. So as you bring out the hamburger helper, you both see a lot of these motes converge onto the point where George is trying to summon it, and these motes then take the form of the hamburger helper.
Whoa. Whoa.
What was your Arcana check?
9.
They seem to be related, the motes and the magic casting.
Ooh. I've never seen anything like this.
I have also never. They seem to be quite attracted to our magic.
Just for fun, at seeing them converge at a spot of magic, I'm just going to cast Produce Flame.
Produce flame.
Yeah.
As you're beginning to
As a
cast it,
cantrip.
a lot of these motes then gather into your arm, as you see this light travel up your arm and then come out as that flame.
Yeah, he'll just be staring at his hand, like, dumbfounded at what's going on. But, are we at the fountain?
Yeah, so you make your way over to the fountain, and there is what seems to be a broken fountain. It's not producing water out the top, it's just kind of a basin with some water. That seems to be any cracks in it. It does seem to be cracked, but any cracks have been filled with dirt. And so it seems to be retaining water well enough.
Other than that, does this just seem like a normal fountain?
Fountain seems normal. It just, other than being broken, yeah, it just seems normal.
So, is the dirt on the cracks like a sort of? Is it like loose dirt, or is it like pretty?
It's pretty well packed
solid?
in, just so it can retain water.
Mm-hmm. If I were to try to cast Prestidigitation to sort of loosen the dirt
Okay.
out, what would happen there? Like, I guess I will try.
Yeah. Okay. So you cast prestidigitation to, I guess, loosen the dirt. How loose are you going? Are you just kind of like giving it a little jostle, or are you trying to like unpack that dirt so it's just kind of like ground level? Or like loose?
I'm trying to just like loosen it out of the crevices it's in.
Okay. So you see, again, these motes of light seem to gather around where you're casting the spell, and begin to rapidly pass through the dirt, poking little holes through it, that then begins to loosen its structure, and the water seems to spill out.
I'm gonna wait 6 seconds and watch the water spill out.
The water continues to spill out and as it spills out, the water level does seem to decrease.
Maybe anything affected by our magic also isn't affected by whatever stuff is going on here.
Let's head back to the tavern then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you head back to the tavern. And I did make a small mistake that might help solve this mystery. It should have been Simone that was out of their loop rather than Liam. So Liam's just sitting there silently. Simone seems to be out of loop and she stayed behind. So you get back to the tavern, and Simone is the one who's not frozen. Yeah, it seems like all these folks are pretty well stuck in whatever they're in. But they don't seem to be in any harm. Other than Fisk, who could probably be lit on fire pretty easily.
I'm gonna go over to Fisk and cast Prestidigitation to get all of the ale off of.
All right. Again, these motes of light converge onto Fisk and begin to kind of like scrape all of this water off onto the ground.
Does Fisk react any differently?
Fisk takes the drink.
I'm gonna cast Gust on Fisk.
Fisk's hair flips up a little bit. And Fisk takes the drink. Oh, and also the motes of light seem to travel with the gust.
I'm gonna try to take the drink away from Fisk.
All right. So as the bartender hands Fisk the drink and puts it on the counter, as Fisk goes to take the drink, you take the drink instead, and Fisk just grabs there, takes the non-existent drink, puts it on the counter.
All right, Pink is not the one to do this, but Pink is gonna go up to Fisk and just try and pick her up.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
Are we
If I
about to do
recall,
grappling
Fisk
rules?
is more dense than you would expect.
Oh, there's a reason why I said Pink isn't the one to do this. Oh, that's a 16 though.
16? All right, you do begin lifting Fisk up. Fisk is surprisingly dense. It's a little strange, but yeah, Fisk kind of like, you can get Fisk to stand up a little bit. And as you're sort of like, how are you lifting Fisk?
I was thinking like, I was gonna try and carry bridal style, but just to like move Fisk out of the location, just anywhere that I can that's not right there.
Okay. So like, just into the middle of the tavern room, or
Yeah, that
to another
works.
seat? Okay. So you notice that Fisk's joints are like relatively locked to the same position. They're a little bit loose, but they try and stick towards that position. And as you're moving Fisk, again, she reaches out to take the drink, doesn't drink it, and sets it back on the non-existent counter.
Okay, yeah, Pink is just gonna set her on the floor then.
All right. Looks a little bit like Squidward in the blank room,
Future.
but just with one hand. Just repeating.
So does
motion.
the bartender then, or whoever is serving Fisk, also go to that new location then to serve?
No, the bartender stays where he is. And keeps just serving drinks
Okay.
that just accrue. Actually, roll me a perception check.
It's gonna be a 24.
20. Yeah, you'll definitely notice this. Every time the bartender puts a drink down, they are beginning to accrue now, with drink in them. But each time he goes back to grab a new glass, he's grabbing from the same position and pulling out a new cup.
Oh. So it's just
And as he
phasing
turns
into
around-
existence.
As he turns to grab it is when it seems to come into existence. He serves it, places it down.
Cobblestone generator, but for glasses.
Is there like a door that would hold, like, in between the glass area and the outside or whatever, like a sliding door or whatever.
Like a bartender's entrance to behind the bar, or like an entrance and exit of the tavern?
To like where the glasses would be stored, like a cabinet door.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just an open shelf right here. And the bar is kind of like in between here.
This probably won't do anything. Oh wait, could I make a perception roll to see if I notice that?
Sure.
Ooh. That is an 8.
8. You don't really notice that the glasses are sort of like popping into existence.
I will not be doing that then.
There's something that I want to try, but I don't know if it would actually have any effect with the rules written. I want to try casting like protection from evil and good on someone.
Okay.
Because it says until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving roll against the relevant effect. Okay. Because of that saving, like the saving throw part, I don't know how it would actually work here.
Okay. So who do you want to cast this on?
Just on Fisk.
On Fisk? All right. So Fisk, futuring out on the floor, you cast Protection from Good and Evil for a save against a charm, and it doesn't seem to do anything. Although Fisk is slightly glowing now, as there seems to be a new like shield of these green motes around Fisk.
I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person on the barkeep.
Okay. Is that a saving throw from the barkeep?
Yes. It's a wisdom saving throw.
10.
That fails.
So the barkeep seems to seize up.
So, hold on. I just want to check of something, because seeing, like, having moved and stuff still going to the table, and the bartender phasing things into existence, I'm gonna check to see if things still phase into existence, and without even the bartender, just kind of like move on a set path to the...
Alright, so you don't... Roll a perception check, actually.
That's gonna be 17.
17? Alright. How'd the...
I'm trying to see if, like, the bartender is the vehicle for the thing happening, or if it's like a set, it's going to happen no matter what.
So, you watch intently on these glasses, and they do begin to travel through the air on their set path.
Wow.
Oh, also, Cold Person
Regenerate
lasts
as
for
you, expected. Oh,
it lasts for up to a minute on concentration. So
okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna like get George's attention and point to the glass that's floating through this guy onto the table. It seems like the events taking place are not involved with the people doing them.
have any of the glasses that the barkeep has put down since Fisk was put on the ground been like up poured or whatever? Or as if Fisk was still there?
Like drunken?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Also, Pank. Which way are you looking right now? Are you like over
I'll
here?
probably be
this
looking
way?
at it because I'll probably be looking at the table where the glasses are going because I'm like following the
Okay.
glass as it floats.
Yeah, so George, you're over here probably, and then Gregor is kind of watching the door. So George, as you turn towards the glasses, they are all empty. Hank, roll me a perception check.
Oh, that almost fell off the table. That's gonna be an 11.
11. Something changed in an instant, and you don't know what it is. Something small, not something big.
It's like I feel something change, but I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna pull out my flute.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to everyone in the room and just say, whoever can hear me, I would cover your ears real quick.
Okay. And Simone also says, okay.
Yeah, I'm also gonna cover my
Ears
ears.
covered.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion,
Okay.
projecting the sound of scraping metal against each other into
Oh.
the entire room.
Brutal.
Okay.
To see if I get any reactions.
Okay. No apparent reactions.
That hurt my ears.
Oh, right, you couldn't cover yours.
I couldn't.
Actually, yeah. Go ahead and make me a maybe wisdom saving throw.
Against yourself.
Oh no. Wisdom save.
Yep.
That is a 10.
10 was the DC. You do not take
Oh.
a single point of psychic damage.
Okay. I mean, I imagine with how loud that must have been, Pink could probably like hear what was going on, but it wasn't like hurting me because I did cover my ears.
Yeah. It's only a minor illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a major one.
So do the glasses like look like they're like has in the time that we've been here, are there like 20 or 30 glasses on the table now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check for that.
13?
There's only a handful of glasses. Like maybe 7 at the most.
Yeah, that doesn't check out.
No.
Hank is going to watch the table for an extended period of time, maybe like 30 seconds to a minute, to see if glasses phase out of existence after they've been put into.
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah. That's gonna be 15.
While that's happening.
15.
Sorry.
No. Everything's good.
So with the 15, you notice that, or as you continue watching, you notice that the number of glasses begin to decrease until it's just one landing there, and then phasing out of existence, coming over, phasing out of existence.
I'm gonna pull out my crystal connector.
Okay. You pull it out?
I guess we're not in the city, so it wouldn't act as a compass anymore. Well, I'm gonna try to get it to point towards Oldson's Tavern.
Okay. It does not seem to point towards anywhere. When you move around, concentrating on Oldson's Tavern, or I think the way it worked is you said the name into the thing and then pointed it around. It doesn't seem to register. Actually, you know what? Roll me a perception check.
That's a 10.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Okay. Let me read. Let me just hold on. Okay, that's not gonna help figure this out unless I'm really unlucky.
This is weird.
I'm gonna cast suggestion
Okay.
on Fisk.
Okay.
This gives us our test die.
Yep. I'm gonna say you should get up and act normal.
Okay. Roll me. Oh, what is?
It's
the
a
roll
wisdom
then?
save.
Wisdom save. All right.
I see.
What is your save DC?
14.
14. Okay.
And specifically, it does say that if they can't be charmed, they're immune to this effect.
Oh, so yeah, because someone casts protection from good and evil, it just doesn't work.
Wait.
So
Is
as you
it
cast
the
it, those
charming-
motes, will float towards it and kind of like just dissipate across that barrier.
Isn't the charming effect only blocked on aberrations or evil things?
Well,
Uh,
it for protection from good and evil, it's also not just charmed, but it's charmed, frightened, and possessed.
Hmm.
But would it work on my spells as well?
Let's see.
It does say it can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay.
So unless I'm suddenly an
Yeah.
aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead, I think it's
Okay.
okay.
So the suggestion does make it through the barrier then, that Pankhead created. And it doesn't seem to do anything.
And
Ooh. Interesting.
Actually, huh? Roll me a perception check. Or Arcana check, your choice.
I'll take perception, and I rolled a 7.
wow.
You don't seem to notice anything other than what I've already described.
It's a good old 3 on the roll.
Mhm. At this point, the bartender is unhold personed. That's off the table. Versus that. Okay. So they seem to turn and be kind of in sync-ish with how the glasses are moving. They grab the glass kind of out of the air, it kind of like lands in their hand, and then they just continue, grabbing the glass, pouring drink into it, placing it on the table. And at this point, it's been a bit. Both of you go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Good, because you saved me from doing something possibly drastic.
I
nat
rolled
one.
I rolled a 17.
17 and a nat 1.
That's a to die jail with you.
So Pank, you've been too fascinated with what's going on with these infinitely generating glasses. But George, you do notice that these motes of light are blowing in this direction from southwest to northeast.
Who's the K in the corner?
The K is just a person. If I remember, their name is Kent, but you wouldn't know that.
I'm gonna turn to Hank and say, are the little sprites glowing?
I'm gonna look at the little motes of light to see if they are.
Yeah, go Go ahead.
doing anything weird?
I think at this point, you do notice that they do be they do be
They do
doing
be
the thing.
blowing.
They do be blowing. They are flowing from southwest to northeast, and they are seemingly just permeating any solid surface that they seem to blow into. They're blowing very slowly.
I'd like to leave the tavern again.
Okay.
I'll follow.
All right. So you leave the tavern?
Come along, Gregor.
I was about
Oh.
to say.
Okay. Seems like Simone has got this this place under locks.
Yep.
Gregor
I'd like
grabs
to
one of the
move.
glasses with alcohol in it and follows you out.
Hold on, Gregor.
What's up?
Can you take a sip of that?
Oui. I should go get another.
Sip.
Do you feel any differently? Besides,
He looks at the glass and it refills.
Oh.
Oh, I'm feeling good today, boys. He drinks again.
I'm just gonna
It refills.
I'm gonna walk up and say,
He's gonna slam another one.
3 ales in a row.
Gonna give him some constitution checks. Alright. Alright. So he looks down at the glass again, and it doesn't refill.
No.
Well, it was good while it lasted.
let's keep moving. Let's head
He puts it on the
southwest, I
stair,
suppose.
the stair step into the tavern.
Is he
He sees the
stumbling a
glass.
little bit, perchance?
He's stumbling a little bit.
I'm gonna watch the glass for 6 seconds.
Watch it for what?
If it just stays there.
Okay. Perception check.
That's a 19.
Seems to stay there.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Mm.
All
Yeah,
right.
so I guess we're going just in the direction of the moats.
So you're
Yeah.
following the moats? Alright, so you follow them north to what just seems to be a cave wall. There's a cave to the north end of this ravine. And what you notice is that over in this direction, the speed at which they're flowing seems to slow down. It was relatively faster where you were. And they're also more dissipated in this direction.
So there's a cave in front of us now?
Yeah, so you're at a cave entrance, and the moats seem to be flowing into the wall. But there's less of them in this area. They're still present. They seem to be ever present throughout everything here. But they are just kind of sitting around, or flowing very slowly into the wall.
I'd like to just try to put my hand on the wall.
All right. It's a wall.
I mean, is there a cave entrance?
Yeah, there's a cave entrance. I can do that. So you
I see.
all are up here.
Well, then I'm gonna go into the cave.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
follow.
You're in the cave.
Oh, thank you, Gregor.
We're in the cave. Let's go. Echo, 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 echo. That's fun.
God, I love this man. So from the looks of it, are there 2 branches that we could go down?
Yeah. All of the moats are flowing basically towards this wall here.
Well, that was gonna be my next question. Are they still flowing?
Yeah, very, very slowly. But they are. If you like put your finger next to one of them and like watch it flow by, it does very slowly track.
Okay. And was this the wall that George put his hand up against?
Yep.
Okay. I guess we're gonna. Pink is gonna go down the top branch because that looks like it might go in the direction that they're going eventually.
All right, so it does slope down pretty drastically here. And actually, do either of you have dark vision? Yeah, Pink, you've got goggles.
I have goggles for it. Yep. I think it's clear for 30 feet and then fuzzy up to 60
Yeah, and you're
feet.
just an elf. So.
Yeah, I'm an elf.
So yeah, as you start climbing down this sort of steep embankment, you do see it does kind of choke point off into this direction here, where it gets pretty narrow.
I'm just going to be kind of looking around the cave as we go to see if there's anything in particular that could be indicative of anything, symbols, or like just objects, whatever.
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
That's a 9.
9? Nothing of note. There's an interesting crack in the wall, or like in the cave, but it seems natural.
Okay.
If you have any interest in geology, it's maybe a little bit slightly interesting about the seismic activity.
I don't think Pink knows what seismic activity means, although he is a fan of natural things.
Yeah, at this point,
Alright.
the motes of light are pretty stationary as you get deeper and deeper into the air.
Do they get like more sparse as we go?
They're also rather sparse in here.
I'm gonna cast my hand again.
Okay. What sparse motes of light are in here do converge into, or like do seem to be called and converge into your Handburger helper. Gregor claps and listens to the echo.
I mean, Pink is gonna check his person real quick. He should have done this before, but he's gonna check his person to make sure he has all of his stuff on him,
All right. Yeah.
like his bow and everything. Bow especially. That's gonna be a 23,
Everything is exactly where you think it is.
and including I do have my bow.
Yes.
Okay, and it has like the little, what's it called? The
Ox component.
ox component. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And in fact, as you check your bow, you see that ox component does have a small like cluster of these light particles around it. And you notice that with all of your other magical items, that they all have this small cluster of these light particles around them.
I don't want to do this, but I feel like we should continue into the cave.
I agree.
All right. You continue down into the cave, and it does get really quite narrow. You'd have to go single file and crawl.
Wow. Terrible. To think about, but yeah, I mean, I go.
Done except go through. Yeah.
All right. It leads out, if I can remember my map, to a smaller chamber that does have a way further. But here, the motes of light are pretty much stationary, Or actually, no, they're definitely stationary until you like waft them around. And actually, yeah, okay. Yeah, they're just stationary at this point. They don't seem to be flowing.
Does anything look special about this chamber in particular, or does it just look like another cave formation?
Seems like another cave formation.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic again in this
Okay.
room to see if there's any special magical presence of it.
So, other than the items that you all are carrying, let's see. Yeah, just all of the little motes of light seem to register in your mind,
And that's it.
of which there are only a few in this chamber, and that's it.
I don't know. I don't feel anything special about this room in particular that they would stop.
Maybe we should head toward the source of them. If we can find it.
I agree, but where would the source be?
On the opposite side of town, I guess.
Oh wait, the direction that they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so, yep. Let's backtrack out of here then.
Alright. So you go ahead and backtrack, and as you get to the end of that like narrow section crawling through, you see Gregor out at like the side that you entered from, or that like you came from initially, trying to like figure out how to fit his spear through the hole like a dog trying to get through a bridge. It's like, man, geometry's hard. Oh, how's it
It's
going,
probably-
guys?
Probably for the best that he wasn't able to get in this state.
Are we going the other way?
Yep, we're gonna go back to the source of the moats instead of the destination.
Okay, works for me. I'll pick up another drink from the tavern.
Hopefully it's refilling as well.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. Alright, sure. So as you get back to the tavern, the drink, or the glass that he left on the stair step is not refilled. So Gregor just goes in and grabs a drink from the bartender. That was going to go to Fisk, who is now just kind of on the ground. Still putering out.
Forgot about that.
Simone is trying to inspect Fisk to see if she can do anything. But yeah, Gregor grabs his drink and comes out and greets you all. Gregor's going to drink the drink. That's a 2 on his constitution check.
Oh no.
Gregor.
But the glass does refill. So Gregor's a bit sloshed.
Well, is he still conscious at least?
He's
By
conscious.
technicality conscious.
Still technically conscious.
I feel like we should. This is out of character.
Uh,
I feel like we should leave him in the tavern with Simone.
Yeah. It might not be best.
Oh
Because
no,
if we
guys.
encounter-
I'm good.
If we encounter any
Just
enemies,
peachy, guys. Not a problem.
If you stay. What?
Gregor, if you stay, you get to drink as much as you want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He looks at the glass that had just perfectly refilled. Perfect, like foam crown and everything. It's like the most beautiful glass of ale you've ever seen. He's gonna drink it. This is Wait, what's Gregor's constitution? That was close. Gregor the Endbringer. Constitution is a +3. He does succeed that constitution check.
Endbringer?
He keeps it down. But the glass does not refill.
Well, I guess you'll have to go get more.
I think I'm good. Maybe pace myself just a little bit.
You might want to lay down. You seem kind of tired.
Persuasion check.
Also,
I'm
make
good at
sure to
that.
drink some water too.
I got a 13.
You got a 17.
Oh,
At the mention of you should drink some water, he does look down at his glass now.
oh no.
And it refills with water. So,
Okay.
oh! Magic glass.
Wait,
He drinks it.
Huh?
wait, the same glass that he was holding.
Same glass he was holding.
Wouldn't it be great if you could drink some honey right now as well?
Man, I don't know. That's pretty thick.
It's kind of thick.
I guess it can also depend on the honey.
Yeah.
Honey mead, though. I don't
No,
know.
no, just honey. Just honey. Say, Gregor, what do you have in your drink again? What's in there?
History check with disadvantage. Dang, 16. Plus, what's the stat for history? H intelligence. -1. 15 for history. Well, I just had some water in there.
Well, what's in there now?
Takes a look. Sparkling water.
What?
Ooh. Pretty bubbles. Slowly sips on the water.
Crunchy water.
Sparkling mineral water. Crunchy water, no!
I guess that'll technically be ice.
Yeah.
So I guess let's
Let's see if any of this water has sobered him up at least. Yeah. A little bit more sober.
All right, let's
Not
go.
sober enough to hold a spear correctly.
Let's go check out the source of the light. Gregor, if you come along and something happens, don't fight, please.
I mean, hey, that's what I'm good at.
I have a blanket,
Oh.
Gregor. If you get tired, and a bedroll, you can just lay down.
Oh, I'm all good to go.
Cool.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's go.
Alright, so you
Allons-y.
begin approaching the source of the light, where these all seem to be blowing from. As you get closer to this point, the motes of light do seem to become a lot denser and flow a lot faster.
Okay.
Alright, hamburger helper time again.
Alright. So you pull out the hamburger helper. Let's move your tokens over there too. To that source of the light. Wait, where are you moving your hamburger helper?
I'm
Just
just
anywhere?
summoning it. Yeah.
Okay. So, the motes of light do seem to sort of twist into the shape of the hamburger helper right there.
So we're in a ravine, right?
Yeah, you're in probably a, if I recall, it's like 50-foot ravine.
So there's like clear sky above us.
Interesting that you should note that. As you look up to the sky, it is different from how you have ever seen it in your life. It's oddly stationary. There's little points of white light scattered throughout the sky. They're not moving, unlike anything you've ever been used to. And as a refresher for the players, in this world, the sky is constantly swirling.
Oh.
From east to
guys,
west.
I take a look up.
Thanks, gonna look up.
Whoa. That's wild.
I don't know, I
So
feel like the sky would
still.
still be spinning for him.
Sure, perception check at disadvantage. Oh, well, one of them was a natural 20, the other one was a 6. Oh, that's pretty weird, man.
Pig is also gonna look over the
Even
sky,
to
though.
what he's seeing, it's very different. It's just, instead of a sort of like dark purplish, it's just a straight black, with white dots scattered throughout.
Oh. Yeah, that's unsettling.
Well, I'm gonna continue with my idea, but instead be more specific with it. I'd like to point 2 fingers up
Mm-hmm.
and cast Eldritch Blast towards 2 of the dots in the sky.
Okay. So you cast Eldritch Blast. A lot of this energy rushes into your hands. A lot of these green motes of light rush into your hands and burst upwards in a much more impressive sight than even it was when not in this sort of place or situation. And it just continues until your Eldritch Blasts dissipate.
Alright, well, it's not a ceiling then. That is the sky.
Or it's just very high up.
It'd have to be 120 feet high up. Or more than that. Well, this might be a bad idea. What if I were to cast Eldritch Blast on the source of it?
All right.
Wait, hold on.
I was
What
asking the other characters.
Hold on. I think I might have missed something in explanation. Are we at the source now?
You're kind of standing around it.
Oh. And what does the source look like again?
The source is just there's like nothing physical at that source. It just seems to be a lot of this energy is either flowing up out of the ground, which is only a little bit, or a lot from above you downwards into this point where it just bursts forth.
Okay, yeah. Yeah? I mean, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna aim one toward the ground source and one toward the sky source.
Energy comes out of this sort of origin point, and you see the energy travel up and down. At which point,
Oh no, I just activated combat.
the
Hold
point of origin seems to shift behind you.
I need to turn up the... Oh, you paused it. I was
Yeah,
like,
pause it.
I was like, is it about to ramp up into something really
Mhm.
bad?
You hear a voice behind you.
Do all of us or just
All of you hear
George?
this.
Okay.
You turn around to see a short individual, some sort of halfling, turned towards you but looking down. They say, "So, I guess it is fate then. Bunch of random adventurers against an artificer who knows way more than he should. I once stood where you stand, but I'm not going to make the same mistake as he did, because I have a purpose far greater than you can imagine. If you wish to leave this place with your minds intact," he looks up at you, "steel yourselves and prove your worth." He raises a device in his hand that begins to grow a brilliant green light, the same as the motes. The motes of light around you that permeate the area begin to swirl into a storm, eating away at everything around you until nothing but a blank battlefield remains. The ground begins to rumble beneath your feet, and 6 pedestals rise around him, each with their own statue atop. He raises himself higher on a central pillar and summons an ethereal shield around him. Roll initiative.
A battle of true hero.
Whoa, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just,
Wow. I got a 22.
that's gonna be
22.
19.
19, got it. Okay. 19.
Alright, wow.
George, 22. Gregor got a 6.
That sounds about right.
That checks out for how he is, right?
All right. Top of initiative order is going to be George. What would you like to do here?
That's a great question. If only I were actually a warlock and not just a bard with a single warlock spell. So there are 7 pillars with the main guy on top of the middle one.
Yes, the main guy raised himself up about 10 feet onto this pillar, and he's put up this ethereal barrier.
And there are people on each of the other 6.
There's a statue atop each pillar. They each seem to be different.
Can I make out what of they're supposed to be?
Well, we'll see what George does on his turn at the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of initiative, and then on your turn you can go ahead and check them out.
I'd like to Eldritch Blast the 2 pillars closest to me, so the...
All right, so these 2.
Yeah.
So this one seems to be an old man with a glowing crystal in his chest, with some metallic armor. You go ahead and is it a roll to hit?
Yeah.
All right, roll both of them. And the other one is a woman who's missing an arm and holding a long sword.
Alright. I rolled a... I rolled a 16 and an 8.
All right. So we say 16 goes for the first one I described, which is the old man.
Old man.
Yep. And AC is... double check my sheet here. Okay, so yeah, AC, the second one does not hit. The first one does. You go ahead and hit the old man's statue, and your vision flashes dark for a second. In this moment, what you see is the same old man, but in actual physical form, as a real living being, seemingly running up towards a dark figure, gathering a lot of energy into his right fist, which seems to also tear himself apart as he goes ahead and punches down at the ground, destroying the ground that you can roughly see around him, where everything begins to cave down and everyone begins to fall, but he seems to be destroyed in this process. Your vision flashes back and you're in this battlefield, and that statue is destroyed.
Lucky. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then back up 10 feet to the left.
Back up 10 feet to the left. Got it. George, 5, 10. Okay.
And that's my turn.
So at the end of your turn, where is the sheet? Here it is. The woman with the sword is. Let's see, what is the name? Ah. Oh wait, I'm looking at it wrong. Here. I see. And the range of that is. Well, they're closest to Gregor, so they're going to attack Gregor with that attack. They're going to take their sword, raise it in their hand, and whip out, let's see, a number of black tendrils. Let's see, it is... Can I not read? Oh boy. Oh boy. Gregor might be down here. So they rolled the maximum
what are the
number of
numbers?
tendrils.
Oh boy. Wait, so is that an attack roll or a damage roll? Or just like a summoning roll, I guess?
It's going to be an attack roll. So each of them are going to roll to hit.
Okay.
You better roll low.
Yeah, is there anything you have a reaction to do?
I have a reaction to the attack rolls, but if they haven't been made yet.
Okay. So, Gregor's armor is what? 13. Okay. So that first one hits. Second one does not hit.
Wait.
Third one does not hit. Fourth
I'm
one
not
does
actually
hit.
in range of this.
And the last one does not hit. So he gets hit twice, which is good for him, because now he takes 2d10 force damage for each. So, 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 5.
29.
Yeah, 29. So Gregor takes 29 damage.
Oh.
From
Oh
one
no.
attack. That brings us to Pink.
Okay. Wow.
And you wanted to do a perception check.
What is a perception check? Is that like an action? Or
Free action.
Free action. Okay, good. Yeah. Let me. 18.
18. All right. So with an 18, I'll describe the ones that you can see from your perspective here, so not behind the barrier. So this one here is that woman missing an arm, holding a long Japanese sword. It's not katakana. Katana. There you go.
Nagi,
Katana.
Kaba.
Yeah, so she's holding a long katana with a dragon hilt piece, a black dragon hilt piece, that is eerily familiar. It is in fact Gar's sword. Additionally,
Whoa.
this woman closest to you seems less statue-like. Let's see. You can see this one, and I'll give you these two as well. The one here seems to be a human, maybe like mid-teenager area, with dark bangs and dark leather armor with red accents to it. That one you can't see. This one here seems to be a very queen-like individual, very, very regal gown or regal dress, with sort of a white dress with light blue accents to it, and very, very well, very, very wealthy looking. And let's see, this one here looks like the individual on top of the tower. This individual here.
Yeah.
And then you can't see the one in the back.
Okay. So. Okay.
What would you like to do? Oh, and the individual at the top of the tower, since I didn't really give him a full description, is a halfling probably about 3'10" to 4 feet, bald with brass armor. He's holding in one hand some sort of handheld device with a green crystal atop that seems to be concentrating a lot of this energy to control the area around him. And in the left hand, he has a dagger that has a sort of side hook to it that seems to be attached to a rope on his belt.
Okay. I am going to fly vertically upwards.
Okay.
Or as vertically as I can. About 30 feet.
Okay. Make you slightly invisible there to show that you're up. So you're 30 feet up.
And I'm going to pull out my bow. And what a time to test out this new op component.
Yeah.
I will shoot an arrow.
All right.
At
Who are you firing at?
the one that's closest to me, so the top. The top.
Okay.
Sword lady.
One. Sword lady.
Sword
yeah.
lady. Got it. All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits. While in the air, your vision fades to black. In this black space, you then are at the bottom of some sort of really deep chasm. Again, there's a black figure far in front of you. You see this woman with both arms. Yes, the sword is in her right hand this time. And the black figure is sending black tendrils out at this sword. The sword seems to absorb it, just get destroyed by just sheer overwhelming force as the black tendrils eat up her arm. She turns behind herself to something that you can't see that seems to be out of this vision and says, "The rest is up to you," as she is consumed by these black tendrils. And then your vision pops back to this battlefield and the statue crumbles.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm probably a little bit shaken by that. But I'm going to use my second attack because I have 2 attacks per action.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just shoot the bottom one that's closest to me now.
This one here?
Yeah.
So the very regal looking one. Go ahead and roll to hit.
19? Or no, 21.
21, that'll hit. Again, this arrow flies into the statue. Your vision fades to black. And you see, you are currently falling down a large chasm. There's rubble all above you, and a gray figure is falling above you, above this. Actually, since you're not seeing it from this character's perspective, you see a giant, 200-foot-long white arbiter falling down this chasm, being quickly pursued by this gray figure, who takes a large ball of gray energy and pierces straight through the chest, probably about a 10 to 15 foot wide hole through the chest of this arbiter as it goes limp and continues falling. Your vision comes back to the battlefield and the statue is destroyed.
I like to think during that one, at least Pink has like fallen a few feet midair, like
Alright.
as his vision like blacks out, and he's
Yeah.
like experiencing like that.
So we'll say you're maybe like half the height you were at?
Yeah,
Okay, so 15 feet up.
like he is shocked. He is in shock right now.
Next up is the individual atop the highest pillar who's going to hold their turn. Oh, but actually at the end of your turn, one of the statues gets to take an action. Any of them have a good line of sight. Alright, sure. Let's see, this statue can do what? Okay. So, this statue, this dark statue that looks like a teenager, is going to begin to grow massively in size into the form of a black arbiter. The sheer presence of this individual, of this dragon that is now hulking across the entire field here, casts an effect called Dread Field, which means all of you have to make a Constitution 17 saving throw. I'm gonna make one at disadvantage for Gregor.
Am I
Oh,
within
he
60
fails.
feet of the Arbiter? I don't think I am. I think I'm outside of that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You're within range.
I'm gonna counterspell.
Alright.
Counterspelling the arbiter.
Do I count that as a spell? Okay. Sure. Roll to counterspell this.
It's not a roll.
It depends on the level of the spell. I'll count this as a true polymorph, which I think is a 9. Or it'll be a
Oh.
DC 19.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just gonna fail.
Okay. So it fails, and you all need to make that saving throw. DC 17 Constitution. Or become frightened.
I've rolled 3 2s in a row.
Boy. Gregor failed, so George failed.
Oh, I didn't say. I got a 7.
7? Alright, you also
Yeah.
failed. And I will refresh you with the stat for frightened. So when you're frightened, disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer towards it.
Thing.
Oh,
is-
that's awful.
So you might want to rely on range.
That thing is a little bit hard to get out of your range of vision, so
Yeah.
I can deal with distance. I'm a ranger, however.
I can also do. I wanted to get closer though. Oh, that's awful.
Okay.
So Gregor,
And then there's
it's his
Gregor.
turn now.
Oh, that's even worse for Gregor.
Let's see. 60-foot range. Gregor's going to take his spear and throw it at the dragon, or at the arbiter. This spear has a +3 to hit, which does just hit.
It's Let's go, Gregor. He's the end bringer. Apparently.
Okay. Let's see. And with a full force of a large gust of wind that takes some of these motes of light and propels him forward, he actually turns into wind with this spear and ends up sailing through the core of the dragon, destroying it.
Well,
Gregor
let's
does
go,
what the spear
Gregor.
does.
And where is Gregor's piece? So he actually goes 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Let's
So he's-
go, Gregor.
He just launched himself and cored a dragon.
Gregor just.
Whoa.
Okay, man.
What was that? And he gets a vision of something, which definitely did not help his ability to hold his everything. And that's
Gregor
Gregor's
is-
turn.
Gregor is just the goat, man.
And now he can see one of these statues in the back, which at the end of his turn now is going to be able to take an action at him.
No.
Let's see,
Don't you
this
dare.
one
I swear, if Gregor goes down, there's gonna be hell to pay.
is going to move towards him off of its pillar.
Whoa.
Huh?
Oh. I didn't know that was an option.
5, 10, 15, 20, up to him. And it is going to use... it's going to pull a flaming crest off of its armor, turn it into a pair of flaming shackles, and try and latch them over Gregor's arm, binding him from being able to make an attack. So that is going... Oh,
Does that mean we're no longer frightened, by the way?
Yes, you're no longer frightened. The presence, the fearful presence is gone. Actually, with this description, it is from an attack roll, so it is going to use its sword to try and slash through his hands and leave that binding there. It's going to make a 7 plus 9. Okay, this class is broken.
What?
Before you say the result, am I within 60 feet of range?
We can see.
He went 60 feet away from where he was.
Oh, I'm definitely
mathematically
not.
you can't.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Nah,
25,
yeah,
30,
I'm
35,
out of
40,
range.
45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, just out of range.
Dang.
So 7 plus 9 absolutely hits Gregor. This class is strong. And he takes 1d6 plus 9. It's going to be 1 plus 9, so 10.
Okay.
Plus from these shackles, 2d6.
Well,
So it's going to be a 5
Ah.
plus 2. So 9
Ooh.
plus a
that
number.
should be 17, I think,
17
total.
total. So
9
Gregor
plus
takes
1 plus 5 plus 2.
17. He has 1 HP left.
Oh, Gregor.
He had a choice
Uh,
band on.
And he has to
He
do
has focus sash.
a strength save, which he fails. So these shackles do stick on him. And he is restrained for 1 minute. Alright. That brings us to the top of initiative, which is George.
Woo! It's me. Oh, what do I want to do?
Mess him up, George.
How far can I move to have line of sight on both statues and get as close as I can to Gregor?
So you can move how fast? 30 foot?
30 feet? 30
Plus
feet.
another 30 if you dash.
Oh, no. I want to move enough to where I can still hit both statues without being impeded by the middle barrier.
I think you'd have to choose one or the other. Unless you want, unless you're trying to get range. Like if you, oh, that's a statue. If you like move off this way, you could maybe get range on both.
Oh, okay. I'll just move toward Gregor then 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that good for you? Or you can actually get here
Yep.
for bonus.
And I can see the statue that is restraining Gregor right now, right?
Yes.
I'd like to Eldritch Blast it
Alright. Go ahead
with
and roll a
both
hit.
bolts.
Both bolts, got it. Oh no.
That is a 10 and 11.
10 and 11? If I recall the statue's AC, 10 is their AC.
Oh.
That
Whoa!
hits.
Wow.
So,
But
for this one... Okay. Your vision flashes black again, and you're in some sort of... You're next to some sort of close combat scenario between this statue, which seems to be the race of the statue that you can now see, seems to be a full tabaxi, which is something that doesn't exist in this world. You've never seen a full cat person before. It's usually just a beastling. Or it's always just a beastling. In close combat, tearing off these runes, trying to fight this gray figure, and barely hanging on. They keep getting knocked down and just hold on to consciousness barely. Trying to slowly fight back, but it's futile. And eventually they go down, and your vision comes back. And the statue is destroyed.
I'd then like to cast Identify Weakness on the central halfling.
Okay.
Alright.
So I believe that was a certain roll.
It's a 15 DC Insight roll.
Alright.
So let me just make that roll. I got a 13.
Nah.
13. Unfortunately, not enough to find any sort of weakness, especially through this barrier. Alright, that brings us to... a statue gets to take its turn. And so... this is the only one that remains. So it is going to make the judgment call to take down the weakest member first. 5, 15, 20, 25, and it's a halfling. And it's going to take this rope dagger and throw it out at Gregor.
No.
No.
17 to hit.
Before you say anything, I am in range now.
Mhm.
Let's see. I have
And also you
two
can see
choices
it.
here. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. But let's see. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. My Bardic Inspiration's 1d8. I'm gonna say that I cast Silvery Barbs and it needs to re-roll that roll.
Okay.
And then also, I give advantage to Gregor for the
Okay.
next minute.
So, its reroll was a 6 base plus 6. Gregor's AC is 13.
Let's go.
So how do you want to describe this? How you interrupt the casting of this knife?
As I see the halfling throw the dagger, I bring my flute to my lips and play a rather discordant note at it. And then turn to Gregor and do a little like hoppity tune, sort of.
Okay.
A nice little, sort of energizing tune.
All right, and with your energizing tune, we'll say Gregor is able to like jam out in his drunken state, and like the dagger sails by him.
And so, actually, the advantage I gave is attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
So that
Whichever
was
comes
more
first.
just flavor text. So he still has that, which is useful because roped daggers come back. That's a natural 20.
I already used my reaction.
So Gregor does get a saving throw. We're gonna. Well, actually, yeah, he's drunk, so at disadvantage. So it cancels out. So he
It cancels
straight roll.
out.
As this dagger hits the end of its peak, which, if I recall, is 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, which is right by him. The blade itself begins to glow a red hot to a white hot, and then it bursts out a ball of fire. Perhaps a fireball.
If you would.
So, the swing back was a natural 20 for the dagger. His saving throw with disadvantage. Wait, no, it was straight. I'll take the higher one. So instead of being a natural 1, it's a 7 plus dex, which is 1. It's an 8. It's not enough. So with this, well, it's enough to do 1 damage, which is what Gregor has. Gregor just dies. He explodes out of existence.
What? Excuse me?
Gregor explodes.
Gregor.
So Gregor's out. He seems to explode into these light particles that then filter away. So, next in initiative is George. Wait, no.
What?
We just did George. That was the reaction of the statue. All right. Now it's Pink.
It's pink, yeah.
I'm gonna use my free action to yell out, Gregor!
You call out, but there is no answer.
Oh, you bastards are going down.
1 statue remains.
I am going to fly, I believe, to the space, 2 spaces above the statue, at the same height, so I'm still 15 feet up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. What's your fly speed?
I forget that off the top of my head. Flying
I think it's
speed
30.
is 50 feet.
Oh, it's 50 feet.
Oh, I thought it was 60. Okay,
So
you
yeah,
know,
you can get right there.
that works. That works. And I am going to. Okay. Yeah, I'll just from there I'll shoot an arrow at it.
All right. Roll to hit.
Please.
Avenge
Come
the boy.
on. Avenge for Gregor! 19!
19 hits.
Yeah.
So the arrow sails into this individual who had just destroyed Gregor. And your vision again fades to black. You see this individual standing up against that black figure. That black figure is surrounded by tendrils that each individually shoot out and pierce into the chest of this halfling, tearing away at its very existence, one by one, until absolutely nothing remains. From your perspective, you can see that this individual is stricken by unbearable fear. Until
Oh, he's gonna know
remains.
fear.
Your vision comes back, and the statue is destroyed. At this point, now that you've destroyed all of the statues, the barrier releases. Wow. It's time to see what you're worth. And we bring it... is that the end of your turn, or do you have one more?
I have another attack.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I can't. I used all my movement. That's fun. Well, actually... Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to use Ethereal Warrior
Ooh, okay.
on the central figure. And that just happens, right?
I believe so. I believe it adds to your attack.
Yeah, it adds a 1d8 force damage
All right.
on my successful hit. And then I'm going to draw my bow and shoot.
All right. Roll to hit.
With a 15 hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
This one's the real
Strong
deal.
lad.
Oh man. You had a bardic inspiration.
Oh wait. Oh shoot! I forgot.
You can, of course, save it.
I have to because it has to be before the DM says
Mhm.
success or fail.
All right. Is that your full turn?
That is my turn.
That brings us to the individual atop the pillar. Who's going to, at the end of your turn actually, because the barrier is now down, going to use a legendary action
What?
to
What?
shape domain.
What? Hold on. What is a legendary action? I don't know this term.
So a
It
legendary
can be used
action
at any time.
can be used at the end of anyone's turn. Once a legendary action is used, it is spent until the combat round restarts.
Okay. So. Oh. So it's once per round.
Once per round at the end of someone's
Like a
turn.
reaction.
They're going to take this green, this device in their hand with the green crystal, raise it up, and say, "One thing I've learned about gods, they don't like wings." And they're going to double the strength of gravity, slamming you into the ground. You're going to take 1d10 of damage, so 2 force damage, as you fall to the ground. And for those of you on the ground, you have, it's difficult terrain, so half speed.
What?
And now they're going to start their turn. they're going to, let's see, they're going to take out their blade, their roped dagger. And Hank, you are within range. So they're going to, they're going to throw this roped dagger out at you. Go ahead, and what is your AC?
15.
15 versus... versus 13.
No.
They rolled pretty low. So you do save, but they're going to use their bonus action now to see if it can come back and hit you. It's going to be a 15 exactly.
It's equal to or greater, right?
Yeah, equal to or
My
greater.
silvery barbs again. Wait, no, I can't. I haven't got my reaction back.
Yeah, no, you haven't. Yeah, no. So, stored in their dagger here, what are they going to have? If I recall. Yes, fireball. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Well, Pink.
Oh no. Are we about
Is
to
it
have
just
some
like
fried bird?
a fireball worth of damage?
It's a fireball worth of damage. Actually, I don't even have enough dice to roll this physically.
Yeah, isn't
take
it like
8d6.
68 or something? 86. 86.
Fire damage.
86? How much damage did you say?
8d6.
Okay, yes.
Oh, and actually, that is not a roll to hit. That's a saving throw. You save, it's a DC 15 wisdom
Okay,
to
so...
half damage.
Okay, I was about to say it. Now, good thing is, even with max roll, it cannot kill me. But... what saving throw?
Wisdom. 15.
16!
16. You save, taking, if I recall, we're rounding up to speed up combat. So, equals... You take 19 fire damage.
Oh!
Ooh.
That's
That
still
was a
rolled
lot.
high. Still rolled high.
Yeah, that was a high roll.
It's going to end his turn.
Wow.
You're grounded, but he's 10 feet up on one of these pillars.
And is gravity still doubled, or was it just for
Gravity
that?
is still doubled.
Am I able to fly at all? Or was I just caught off guard by
There's
that?
too much gravity to get off the ground.
Okay. Shoot, okay.
He, however, seems unimpeded.
I swear, if only I hadn't used all of my movement, because what I was gonna do was I was gonna do a swooping attack with my quarterstaff to knock him off the pillar.
One thing he's learned about gods. They don't like wings.
Oh, that was... Okay, yeah. Wow. So... That was his turn?
Yes, that's his turn. That brings us back to George. No, that brings us to Gregor. So it brings us back to George.
Ah, I thought you're... don't play with my feelings like that.
How dare you?
You know, you're the DM. Your job is to play with our feelings.
Still, how dare you? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to... I'm going to Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Man. That is the wrong dice. Which, thank God. Because it was low. 16 total.
16 total. Does not hit.
Oh. Okay. How hurt does Pank look?
Hank is not doing the best, but is above half.
Yeah, 1/3 down, almost exactly.
Okay, I'm going to try to weakness again.
You're gonna what?
Identify weakness on this
Okay.
halfling.
Insight check 15.
I rolled a 3,
Wow.
so I don't have +12 to insight. I'll just say that.
You're surprised by the sheer power and command of this figure over the area around you.
That'll just be my turn.
Okay. That would then bring us to Pank.
Okay.
Actually, at your failed attack, the halfling is going to say, "You're going to have to try harder. Dig deeper."
Okay. Okay. I am going to. So when I have 2 attacks per action,
Mhm.
does that also mean like 2 spells per action?
You have to
forget
have
the
a
exact rule
perk
on
for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's. Okay. But does
I'd
a
say
spell
one of them
count?
can be a spell, though. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I could do either 2 physical or like 1 spell, 1 physical.
Yeah.
No, I think to have 1 spell, 1 physical, you have to have the perk for it.
Oh, okay. So it has to be then 2. Okay.
I think it's War Mage or something like that.
Yeah, I always forget the ruling on that. Oh, hold on.
I will remind you, you have some special arrows. If there's any time to use them, it might be now.
That's true. That's true. Also, just a quick like logistical type of question. I have wild shape. As an action, you can magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before twice per short rest.
Yeah, there's a challenge rating cap on that, though. So you
Oh.
can become like a very weak animal. So you can become like a rat if you want.
God. I was about to say, because I saw that dragon, didn't I?
You did see that dragon.
Imagine just shaping into the Arbiter.
Yeah.
Imagine dragons.
Yo.
Oh, misery. Okay, well, yeah, in that case, I am going to use... I'm going to use a Radiant Arrow in my bow on the guy.
Alright.
Come on. Come on! Does an 18 hit?
18 does not hit.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What is...
I'm gonna reload this dice page because I'm not rolling well enough for this.
Well, I'm gonna use my second attack then to do the same thing with my last Radiant Arrow.
I'll remind you of Bardic Inspiration.
And you will remind me of Bardic Inspiration. Thank you. Maybe I won't need it. I'm gonna need it. Actually, you know,
Is it
I don't
worth
think
burning
anything
out?
will actually help this.
It's 1d8.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that part. Let's see. Okay, so with this roll, even with my +7 to hit on my longbow and the +8 max roll, I can still not hit because I rolled a nat 1.
Rip.
So I will not use it because mathematically it's impossible.
See, is there anyone in your line of fire?
No, don't tell me.
It deflects off the thing he's holding into George.
Okay. I gave a skill check to the person on top of the pillar, and they got a natural 20 on that skill check. To be able to use the
damn
device
it.
to manipulate space to warp the arrow's path towards
Are you
George.
serious? This guy is broken.
He is.
Simone.
So roll your damage.
Okay. So that's gonna be 1d8 plus 4 plus a d4. That's gonna be 8 damage. I rolled fairly low. This is the one time I want to roll low damage.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh.
So, let's see, what will he do now that it's his turn? Unless you want to do any movement. Paul.
Yep, I'm thinking. I don't know how good of an idea it would be for us to be right next to each other. Although it would prevent you from being within my line of sight, I guess, but I
I
don't...
feel like you'd have to get another nat 1 for something like that to happen again.
Yeah. I still don't think it's a good idea for us to be together, so I'm gonna just stay here.
Alright. So, with his turn, six charges, I see.
This is not good.
No, this is very bad. It all fell apart when Gregor went down.
Gregor, why do you have to get so drunk?
Alright. So, with
We should
his
have
turn,
brought Simone along.
5, 10, 15 we'll say. And then 5, 10, 20-ish. Pank is still closer. So he's going to go ahead and go for a... Actually, no.
Okay.
He's going to go ahead and... create a miniature version of that black dragon.
No.
Oh, no.
And he struck that in an area near him, so we'll say here. And that is going to go ahead and make an attack roll against Pank. I believe it's a roll. No, it's a save. A Dex 15 saving throw from you, Pank.
I'm good at those. You said Dex 15?
Dex 15.
Oh, I rolled a 15. Try a 22.
Sick. Alright. A bolt of fire that shoots out of this miniature dragon just soars past you.
Yeah, get out of here, dragon. Mini arbiter.
And that brings us back to George.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to aim I'm going to aim one bolt of Eldritch Blast at each target.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. We'll say first
Okay.
the cannon,
First
second
is-
the person.
Yeah. I got a 17 and a 14.
17 will hit the cannon. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. Max damage, let's go!
Let's go.
Nice.
It's 10 whole damage.
10 whole damage.
All right, that's good damage.
All right. I will just
Did not
give
take
this
the cannon out.
10 damage. All right. So the cannon takes a little bit of damage, and
Oh,
it
no.
begins to turn towards you. Anything else you can do with your turn?
You know, I'm still trying to get a feel for that halfling. So I'm going to identify weakness again.
All right. Insight 15.
Failure,
Failure. All right.
I presume. I mean, just like, yeah, I got a 10 in total.
Mhm.
I'm really bad at this whole insight thing.
Yeah.
All
It's my
right.
turn. We're not the highest damaging party right now.
No.
No, not particularly. So, next in initiative is Pank.
Okay. This is fine. We're okay. We're okay. What I'm gonna do, like, well, I think the time has come to use this.
Okay.
I am going to first bonus action Ethereal Warrior,
Okay.
and then with my bow, I take out from all of those sessions ago the Wild Enchanted Arrow.
All right.
Yo.
When making
you
an
have Bardic
attack,
Inspiration.
additionally roll a 1d6 to determine what enchantment gets used.
Mhm.
And I shoot it at the guy.
All right.
You still have your Bardic Inspiration?
Yep. That is unnecessary to use though, because that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Just hits.
Just hits.
That is his
It's
AC.
20 AC?
That is his AC.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Hey. Wow. That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Yeah.
Auto critical.
Oh. Woo. Critical is double the damage on the dice roll, right?
I'm gonna say double the entire damage.
Double the entire damage.
Yep.
Let's go. So that's basically 2d8 plus 4 doubled.
Yes.
I like.
Watch him have like 5 HP.
The most anticlimactic end. That's 20 damage.
Nice.
I did roll a 1 on one of my attack rolls.
Now
that's
we're getting
okay.
somewhere. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That was only one bow attack.
I was.
So yeah, I don't have any more special arrows, so I will just use a regular arrow at him now. And I still have my Bardic Inspiration. I
think
feel
you
like I'm
spent it.
probably going
Oh, you didn't. Right.
Nope. I feel like I might need it this time. Hopefully. I'm probably not, though. Hopefully not. I'm using my Bardic Inspiration. There's a chance. And it's one... What is it?
D8.
1d8.
1d8. Ooh, okay. I like those odds. So just to make sure that... That's a dirty 20 in total.
20 hits.
I rolled an 11 plus 7 is 18, so I needed at least a 2 with the Bardic Inspiration, and I rolled a 2.
Very nice.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
I like this. I like it when we're actually doing the damage. It's gonna be 6 more damage.
6 more damage. Very nice. And I will double check. That is with your flaming, or your enhanced bowstring, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, how exactly does that work? It's if
Which
they're weak
ox
to it.
component? Which
Yeah, the
ox
ox component.
did you use? Which one though? Which
Oh.
element?
Didn't I put earth on it, I believe?
Earth. Okay, so it's force damage. And which level of ox component did you use?
Whatever.
Because basic is 2d4, greater is 2d10 plus 2.
Whatever the smithy at the top of the mountain. Whatever I paid for. I don't
Very
actually
good
remember.
question.
I think it was like
It was expensive, I remember that.
I think it was like 10 plat
Yeah, it was like 10 plat
or
or
around
something.
there.
10 platinum.
Because I remember I had to
Right,
borrow
I
some
divide
from
all the
you.
prices.
Or maybe like 8 plat.
I'll say it's 2d4 for now.
Okay. So that's an extra 2d4 on top of it?
Extra 2d4, yeah. And make that 4d4 because you had the other attack too.
Gotcha.
Jason, if you want, or actually, Paul, during your turn, you can double check the video archive.
Yeah. That's a 9.
9?
Yep.
9 more damage.
Yeah, I had forgotten about the ox component, and I was like, I feel like that should be being taken into account.
And definitely needed.
Yeah, definitely needed. Good thing we chipped in for 10 play.
Alright. And now we move to his turn.
Oh,
I don't like where this is going.
And you are 10-foot radius. It's one or the other. Okay. So this individual Topicore is going to turn to you, Pink, and summon a lot of this energy and blast it towards you, casting Shatter.
Shit.
oh, what the fuck?
Is that... I don't...
That's a high level spell.
I'm
Higher.
only
it's higher.
3rd level.
I'm gonna
that?
counterspell it.
Okay. At what level counterspell? So either it's DC 13 or you use your highest level spell slot, I think.
I'm gonna go for the roll and cast it at 3rd level.
Okay. So, the spell dissipates.
Oh,
Wait, what?
His spell dissipates.
Yeah.
So counterspell works.
Okay.
Because he went
Right.
with 3rd level counterspell.
Yeah, counterspell is at base 3rd level. Yeah.
Alright. A good move. A good spell to keep on hand.
saved my tail feather.
I don't
you're
like
next.
Shatter. Oh yeah,
Because-
of course.
The cannon is turned towards you currently. And actually, I think it's a saving throw from you.
At me?
And George.
George. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, Dex 15 from you.
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I rolled exactly 15, which plus 6 is
Exactly
21.
Okay.
My dex is not as good as Pink's, but almost.
And Pink's talons are pretty dexterous.
Or half on a Dex save. Okay. So you get half of 3d8, which I'll just roll digitally.
Okay. Max is 12.
Max is 24. Oh, half of it, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you
Not
take
the
no
worst.
damage, George.
8 damage.
8.
Okay.
Alright. If only I
Not
had
the-
mass healing word.
Mhm.
Mass healing word?
Yep. It's like 5th level or something like that.
Yeah, that does remind me. I do have cure wounds.
Might be a good place to have it.
Yep.
All right, that brings it to George's turn.
Alright. How... So Pink hasn't been hit again since he took...
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how good your saving throws are, Mr. Man. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the halfling.
Okay.
Because it's harder for me to hit Eldritch Blast, maybe, than it is for him to save this throw.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So what is that roll?
It is a Wisdom 14 save.
Wisdom 14. You rolled a 15.
Well, so much for that. And you know what? I just rolled a 15. So I could maybe
No.
do it again.
You're gonna do it again?
I would like to try to identify weakness.
Okay. Oh, was that your identify weakness roll?
No. I got a 19.
Let's
19.
go! Identify that weakness.
You created the weakness, or identified a weak point, which is weak to piercing damage. Piercing now does double.
That's big. That's big.
That's very big. I sold my bow.
It's okay. I have a bow. It's okay. Oh, cool. Imagine if we had the weakness with the autocritical.
Crit.
Would that have been 4 times damage?
It would have.
Wow. That would have been crazy.
I could throw a dagger at him. Next turn.
Yeah.
I'm done now.
Alright, that brings
But
us
would
to
throwing a
Hank.
dagger, would a double damage dagger be better than the damage of one of your spells, though?
Max damage, no.
Nah.
Yeah, so you see that the seams in his armor would be weaker to piercing damage. If you would like to communicate that.
No, you could probably stick an arrow in there.
It's up to you whether or not that gives you enough information. Sticks arrows in a lot of things.
I'm
But
trying
like
to
really good.
I'm trying to be objective about this. I don't I can't just say the thing that would be objectively better.
So, Pank, what would you like to do?
I don't. I'm gonna. I mean, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my bow. And yeah, maybe I don't know if that was enough information.
It probably wasn't. I'm gonna be so for real.
I don't think it was. I hate to say the thing that is worse, but objectively speaking, in character, I don't think that would have been enough. So I'm gonna
Like
say
a really, really good arrow, you know.
and Pink will just shoot an arrow at him.
Alright. Roll to hit.
That one's nope. That's a 7. Sorry, that's a 9. So no.
Yeah, it does not hit.
I have to roll at least a 13. Ah, does a 26 hit?
26 will hit.
I like that number. It was a 19. It should have been a 20 because that would have been good.
Another crit.
Another crit, but I'm gonna do it either way. I like that. 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright.
And then, as always, he shoots another arrow.
A third?
Yeah, no, we're not even gonna. That was a 5.
Okay. 9 damage.
Is that a?
What was that?
9 damage to him. That's.
Was that your third arrow?
Yeah.
No, that was my second. What?
I think that was the third.
Did I?
Is the
Yeah.
first one?
The first one was
Alright.
the one that hit, right?
Second one was the one that hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I misremembered. Either way, one to
It's all
hit, so.
Yeah.
Any bonus action or?
Oh, why didn't I do my bonus action? Kind of useless to do now, so I'll wait. Actually, I'm gonna identify weakness myself.
It only works once.
I will not identify weakness myself.
Or are you trying to identify a weakness in yourself?
What about the
That will be
cannon?
permanent for the rest of the campaign.
That's a good point. I could do it on the cannon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real though. Neither of us are really attacking the cannon right now.
That's fair. Yeah, that's the less of our concern. It's fine. It doesn't matter. No, that'll be my turn.
Alright. So that brings it back to the halfling's turn. Who's going to try the, Actually... Yeah, he's gonna try... the fireball. George.
Oh,
Wait, no, he was facing Pank. That's right. So he's
Uh-oh.
gonna fireball at Pank.
Again.
With the dagger.
No, just a
just
straight
spell.
fireball.
I would like to counterspell.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
Third
Okay,
level
use third
counterspell.
Very good. Now take this. And he fires the cannon.
Oh no.
That's a saving, dex save from you, 15.
Yes, yes. Let's see. All right, don't fail me now. I don't think it failed me now. It did 15.
15
Exactly.
All right. Another 8 damage to you, George.
Ow.
That's chipping away, but it's better than taking 19.
I'm a little hurt. So, it's my turn now?
That is your turn, yes.
Okay. After seeing how Pink was firing, I'm gonna realize I was not very specific. So, his armor, right? It has little cracks and pieces in it. If you were to aim very specifically, you could get between those. So your arrows would probably be way more effective than any other strike. If I were to stab at him, it'd be way more effective than just hitting him or whatever.
I think your 6 seconds of
what I
dialogue
meant.
is taken.
I think he would have gotten the idea within the first like few lines of it, like the cracks and stuff, plus a really good arrow from before. I think he would have connected the dots.
And I'm running out of spell slots. I'm going to... Oh boy. I'm going to cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
And I get 4 HP back, because that was minimum.
Wow. Hey, that 4 HP could save you.
That 4 HP could make the difference. And I'm just gonna say that is my turn.
Let's see. If I'm remembering correctly, George doesn't have that big of a health pool.
No. I think he's the lowest of the party.
How hurt is George looking?
I think he's about half.
I'm a little bit under half. I'm not looking the best.
How far away am I? 10, 15, 20, 25. That is my walking speed. I will go as far as I can to the left.
Lovely.
So 25. And I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on George.
Oh, difficult terrain. Because the crowd.
Oh, shoot, right. Well, yeah,
5, 10,
I'll get to you next
15.
turn. Oh, no,
You'll-
I'm still gonna move, yeah.
Okay.
Shoot, okay, yeah. Oh, and now that I'm right here, I don't think I can see him, right?
No, he's above. He's up. So you can see him.
Okay, so, okay. No, is the cannon on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm right in front of the cannon, okay.
I mean, if you want to be there, you can be there. It's up to you.
I don't... Hold on. I think if you go up 2 and to the right 1, I think I can also be there from my original position. No, sorry, from the position that I was at. So just go there, and I guess from there, yeah, right there. Up 1. I think I can be there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will be there. So I'm not right in front of the dang thing.
Yeah. All right. So that's your movement, Pank.
That's my movement. And with being able to connect the dots now of what the weakness is, I will shoot my arrows at the guy.
All right.
But this time aiming for slats in the armor.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your hits.
Please. 13 at least. That's a 13!
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
So one hits.
So, yeah, that one hits. And is this double
Any
damage,
bonus
you said?
action.
Bonus action of the Ethereal Warrior
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
Yes, and this would be double damage for any piercing.
For just the piercing damage,
Just
not
the
the
piercing.
extra die. Yeah, gotcha. That's gonna be 16 piercing damage. Or I guess 4.
16 total.
4. It's 8, which will double to 16.
Cool.
And then we'll add the D8 from Ethereal Walker. That's just straight force damage. So.
Oh wait, I just added that to Gregor. Oh no.
No!
He's really dead.
His green light motes just so happen to be in the line of attack. That extra Ethereal Walker damage is going to be an extra 1 force damage.
A whole
Let's
one.
go.
Let's go.
Hey.
It'll make the
It's
difference.
damage. It'll make the difference. So that was my first one. God, I love being able to attack twice. Rangers. Oh, that's a 26.
That'll hit.
Good. Ooh, that's gonna be 20 damage.
20. All right.
I don't think I get a second Ethereal Walker though, so it'll just be that.
All right. Cool. Yeah, you're chipping him down.
Good.
We're doing damage.
We're getting him finally. We're figuring him out. Still not the best situation though, but it's fine.
You got good aim. Let's see how. Well, I rolled a 19 by accident. I'll take it.
I would like to cutting words that 19 down.
All right.
Okay, I need to roll a d8 now.
Mm-hmm.
-7 to that roll.
-7. Okay. So he had a +7 to hit.
Oh,
Well,
So Pank,
yeah.
a whole 2d6.
alright.
Not the worst.
3 plus 2, 5 fire damage. As he casts
I'll
the scorching ray towards you.
I'll take that. I'll take 5 as opposed to 19. And I'm still above half.
Yep. And the cannon is going to fire at George again.
I
So it's
don't
a
like
Yay.
Dex 15.
Dex 15. Alright. Please. Dexterity, don't fail. I need. Okay, I know what I need. I failed.
No.
So it was a pretty average roll of 12.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like you're not doing too hot.
No, he's doing very hot. Too hot.
That's the issue. Okay. This sucks. So it's my turn now.
Yes, that brings it to your turn.
I think you should heal yourself, and I'll
I'm
heal
going
you.
to. Yeah, I'm going to heal myself. I have a 4th level spell slot. So do not heal me.
Okay.
And I heal myself a total of 19 HP.
You're gonna need that.
Seems like it. Alright. I'm feeling a lot better now. And I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Hank.
Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Okay. This is good.
Very quickly running low on resources.
I cast a lot of spells in that downtime before we figured out what we needed to do, so...
That's the end of my turn. Oh, actually, I'd like to move. Do I want to do that? I'd like to move 5 feet up.
5
Just
feet
5
up.
feet up. Yeah.
Closer, you mean? Or, I mean, like,
Sorry?
what I just do? Oh, there you are. Here?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
I am going to move to George's side still. Not to heal. But... I will put my hands on George and cast Resistance.
Okay.
You touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice.
Okay.
Nice. Alright. Let's go.
So if you keep getting cannon, then you might need that.
Yeah.
But that is my action. But as my bonus action,
You'd like the accent surge so you can get your action back.
I will. That is concentration, so I cannot do that. Casting another concentration spell ends concentration of the first one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And every time you take damage, you have to make a concentration check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn then.
All right. Well, thanks for gathering.
Okay.
Fireball.
Oh god.
Oh, right.
Dex
I forgot
15.
about Fireball.
I don't have a counter spell.
That's okay. We have
Dex
decent,
15.
We have decent dex.
We have decent dex. Do I get to choose when I add my resistance?
I think it's maybe the next time you have to use it.
It can roll the die before or after making the saving throw. The spell then ends.
Mm-hmm. So I guess you save it for whenever you need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once before the spell ends, so yeah. So you need to roll. You don't need to roll that
Okay.
high.
No, without resistance, I saved.
Oh, okay, good.
I rolled a 18 without dex, which would
Okay.
be, I think, 24 in total.
What was the DC to save?
15. Specifically, the stat was Dex.
Yeah, I didn't save.
All right. So, Hank, you take 31 damage,
Wow!
and George, you take 16. Don't give up. Not yet.
As he's about to shoot me with a cannon.
As he shoots you with the cannon.
Dex 15.
Dex 15, yeah.
Saved.
Save.
Without the
Alright.
resistance.
And Paul, you're also there.
Oh,
Oh no.
am I?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You have to save this, for sure.
Oh, it doesn't matter if I save this or not.
Are you at like 1 HP?
Yes, I'm at
He's
1
at
HP.
3. Oh. I miscalculated.
It does not matter if I save, but I'm still gonna roll.
Alright.
What saving throw is it?
15.
No,
Dex.
stat.
Dex
I did save. That's a 21.
21. You do save.
Doesn't matter though.
And then
I don't
George,
think
you
so.
saved?
I saved, yeah.
Even if you rolled
Okay.
a 1 and that if it's a 2 damage, then I'm down. If it's 1 damage, then I'm
Alright.
down. So
So, you both save against 16 damage. Each take 8.
well. Yeah. Bye bye.
You're on 1, Jason.
I'm on 1 HP.
Well, we've been in better situations before.
Alright. You can't hear me out because you're on the ground.
I cannot.
He's on the ground, right?
No. He disintegrates into light.
Fuck.
Peg is gone.
Will you continue to fight, even when you have no allies left?
I don't think I even live if I heal myself. I think I have to go for the kill.
Is there a kill to be had though?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't live. Like, I can't take 2 fireballs.
I think the best thing that you can do is just go for the attack.
Go for the attack.
Maybe we did chip him down enough.
Okay. Which I haven't hit this guy with Eldritch Blast once.
Gotta double Eldritch Blast this guy.
I'm going to double Eldritch Blast this guy.
And double
Alright.
critical. Imagine though.
Okay, I'm gonna clear the log. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna click twice. Okay. The first one is a 21 in total. The second one is
That
a 10
hits.
in total.
That does not hit.
Okay.
1 shot, 1 kill.
What's your maximum amount of damage?
My max damage is 10. I get 6 damage, which is just enough.
6 damage is logged.
Oh,
Yeah, that's about right.
that checks out, yeah. Well,
And I have my bonus action.
You do.
I can't Bardic Inspiration.
can't.
I can technically Healing Word, but that won't save me.
Can't say we didn't try.
Let me see. I have... That won't be able to come up.
What does it take to bring someone up? It's just if you heal them,
They just
then
need
you can
to go back.
stabilize
They,
them.
yeah, they just
But
need
you
to.
need a body first.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
I would have healed you so you could shoot your bow if you were around.
That's right. I did disintegrate into light.
Oh boy. That... Wait. That won't help. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Alright. He lowers the pillar to get onto your level. At the end of your turn, he also uses that controlling action to bring gravity back to normal. He walks up to you.
And uses the unarmed strike.
Didn't think I'd actually be moving this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's gone. You put up a good effort. But now it's time to go away. And he unarmed strikes you. With a natural 19.
I thought about equipping the Shield of True Sight to give me slightly more AC, but I was like, he's just gonna fireball me again. What was the roll?
Natural 19.
Bye-bye.
And you just, with the hand with his dagger in it, he just gut punches you down. And we fade to black.
Wow.
At which point we will take a break.
What? Cliffhanger!
I have 0 Bardic Inspiration. I have 2 level 1 spell slots. That is it.
So, I will say, when you double Eldritch Blasted at him the last time, he had 18 health.
We were close.
I actually could have done it.
You could have.
Oh, that's brutal.
Which, you know what that means as well?
What?
If we had identified the piercing weakness when you crit,
Hmm.
it would have doubled that damage.
That's true.
Why did I have to be accurate? Why couldn't I have just done the better thing?
Why couldn't I identify his weakness for so long?
I mean, to be fair, it was kind of you're probably pretty shook from everything that's going on. So
I mean, this is a TPK.
This is the first time this has happened to me.
This is the first time it's happened to me. Oh my...
I think this is the first time I've ever had a character actually die, too, like proper.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Gregor's dead.
So is Pink, and so is George.
And George.
They're straight up dead.
I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Godspeed, Pink.
I need to turn this fan off. It's so cold in here.
The icy touch of death.
No. Well, it pains me. Oh, this damn. I don't want to post this screenshot, but where should I put this?
Memes?
No, I wouldn't. How can you think this is a joke, Ryan?
I don't know what the screenshot is. It could be a very EP kitten.
It's not. Well, it's a very EP bird. I'll put it in general.
Oh.
No!
So, here we are.
Oh. 1 second, I'm going to do the same thing.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Well. So, You all wake up in the tavern.
We're
What?
alive.
What?
Hank, George, Gregor, and also Simone's here.
Wait.
You all wake up in the tavern. Everyone else here seems to be slumped over asleep. And it's the middle of the day.
So we're at full HP.
You all have long rests.
Let me get rid of this saves then. Long rested up.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh.
Pank is doing the same thing. Well, looking
Alive?
around and like at George and Gregor.
Gregor.
That was a crazy dream.
Are you still drunk?
Oh! I barely started last night. Oh. Not even
Wait.
hungover. I guess that's good. But, so how are you folks doing? Oh, everyone's asleep. Okay. Just us 3? 4?
Hey everyone,
Simone's checking on Fisk.
cover your ears.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast
Wait.
minor illusion to create that same Discord note I created earlier.
So there's
Like
9
the metal
people in
scratching
here.
one.
The metal scratching one.
Wait. So one person gets a natural 1. That's going to be Liam. The rest of them seem to save. Oh, no. The last person I roll gets a natural 3.
Do I need to make a
so
save?
Kent also. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Make a save as well.
What is the save on this?
Wisdom 10.
16 before, yeah. So 17 total.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Liam wakes up to a jolt in the ear. Oh. Oh. I must have fallen asleep. Oh. Must have been a crazy night last night. How did we get here?
Are we back at the mountain village?
No, you're in the same tavern as the dream.
Oh boy. Well, everyone's awake. Simone, you're coming with us this time.
Oh, yeah, will do. It's definitely a... What exactly happened? I was here looking at Fisk on the ground. No. I was here looking at Fisk on the ground, and then I woke up.
You had a little bit of a better time than us then.
Yeah, I would say so. Except Gregor. Gregor, I think, had a great time for the most part.
Yeah, it was quite an epic, Wait, do you all have the same dream?
I believe so.
Whoa.
Excuse me, Barkeep, did you have a dream?
The barkeep's not awake.
What the fuck did I not wake him up?
Did you only wake up Liam?
So you woke up Liam and, Kevin, who's in that corner by George.
Shit.
Ah, man. Keep it down, will you?
Should we wake up the rest of the people?
I think so, yeah, I think it's worthwhile.
And Kevin is a dwarf.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Ugh. Crazy hangover. So you go ahead and try and wake up the rest of the people?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make some persuasion checks. 4 persuasion checks, 2 for each of you.
All right. Okay, one I think was a dirty 20. Let me just make sure.
Me having a -2 to persuasion.
Yeah, one of them was a dirty 20. The other was a 12.
4 and a
12.
3.
4 and a 3. All right. So George, you also wake up Shion, who is an Aarakocra.
Oh. Ooh.
Can I help you with something?
Do you remember what you were doing in your dream?
In my dream?
Were you dreaming? Sorry.
You know, it's the funniest thing with dreams. I can't seem to remember.
I suppose not.
Huh.
Alright.
It's a strange question.
You did just wake up this random person and ask them what did they dream.
Yeah.
Back to patrol, I guess. Oh! It's the middle of the day! Oh. I'm late. She picks up her weapon and walks out.
You know what? I'm also gonna walk out of the tavern to see
I
if
would
there's
like to
everyone
walk out of
else
the tavern
asleep,
too.
just in the road or whatever.
Yeah, so there are a handful of people just sporadically. There's like 1 or 2 people out in this ravine that are just asleep. Just sitting around, slumped over. One of them you can see was carrying a torch that had extinguished some time ago.
Okay, so it wasn't just the tavern. Everyone here fell asleep.
Seems that way.
What?
Gregor goes and tries and takes one of the empty glasses from the tavern. He just stares at it intently.
Well, I have a feeling everyone else is gonna be awoken on their own. I'm more curious as to going back to that source.
Hmm.
All right.
Are you sure about that? Considering what happened and whatever that was.
Well, I mean, I asked Simone to come with us, so we'd be better prepared.
Let's just make sure Simone and Gregor are ready to come along first.
All right. So you make your way over towards the source.
Yep.
Hotkey map. There we go. All right. So you leave the tavern. I should get rid of civilians. There we go. So she's out. Kevin's still. Kevin just went back to sleep. So you make your way out this way towards the source, which was around about here. And you see a halfling sitting over here, just on the edge of the fountain. It's an older man with probably about, 4 feet on a good day with a Newsies cap.
I walk up to him.
You're finally awake.
It seems that we are, but are we truly awake this time?
Yes, this... Once you went down, I just brought you back after I finished what I needed to. Also, don't Don't worry about fighting me. I'm much too old to be of any harm, any real harm.
If I'm not mistaken, we were up on a mountain before we came to this ravine.
Oh, wow, okay. That is a pretty good
Except,
lapse in
sorry,
memory.
I should clarify. We didn't come down to this ravine.
Oh, you
We
did?
just
That's
were
how you got here.
here.
I mean, I didn't follow you along your journeys. It's quite strange that we happened to run into each other here. Strange.
What is this place?
Oh, this place. This is Ryodon. It's one of the major towns for the Hunters Collective. Um, I'm sure you're relatively familiar. They protect a lot of the Hinoki Shelf from elementals. What's interesting is that it's you four that woke up in that dream. I just figured it'd be some sort of fighting aptitude. Not just some random adventurers. It's curious, though, that he reaches into a bag, like a small pouch at his hip, and he pulls out something that definitely shouldn't have fit inside there. That long sword that you had seen in the dream, Gar's sword.
Oh.
The person you were traveling with had this. Looked into some things. No, not really sure how he came across it. But he also reaches into the bag again, and let me pull out some. He pulls out this device, which is the handheld item that he was using to control the world around him with the green beams of light energy. And then also, of course, we have the art that you've all already seen of the sword right here, which is not shrouded in shadow right now. So what do you know? What do you know of this sword? I grilled your companion, but he didn't seem to know much.
I don't remember speaking much with him about it, if ever. And not seen it since he left.
Same here.
Well, I will say, you few put up a good fight. Not quite sure you're ready for what's coming, though. But it'll have to do.
May I ask you something?
Go ahead.
I at least presume that the other two saw visions of these statues' previous lives when they struck at them. I know I did.
I saw a big old dragon. Oh, yeah. When I hit the dragon, I saw it's the dragon. That was wild. It was in the sky, fallen from something.
Was there a shadowy figure there too, Gregor?
It was a shadowy beam.
I know with my visions I perceived a shadowy sort of a black shadow figure that each of those beings were struggling against.
Were they tentacles almost?
The being used tentacles. It was just this figure. Do you know what that is?
I know exactly what it is. I was there when it happened. But To speak candidly, freely, I'm gonna need to. He pulls out the device, and it begins to glow. Whoop, that's the wrong button.
Oh no, we're fighting again.
I'm gonna need to bring us back here.
Whoa.
And the world begins to fade away from everything back into this blank space. Actually, I think yeah. So you fade into this area. All of these green motes begin to appear again. The sky again is this black sheet with just dots. What you saw in those visions was the deaths of me and the rest of my allies. The figures we were fighting, at least the ones that I knew, the gray one was Adam, and the black shadow was Atlas. And the figure that you see him as now is this younger version of, presumably himself, bald in like armor versus the leathers and, basic adventuring gear that he had before. They are a couple of gods that may or may not still exist. I don't know how freely we can speak outside of this realm, but it would be safe to say that not using their names lightly would be a good call.
These gods. What, for lack of better way to say it, are they? Gods of what?
I don't know what. They possess much more strength than any god recorded in history. At least that I could tell. I don't know if they're killable. But they need to be stopped somehow. He raises his device, and suddenly, you're next to one of the mountains in Edelstein. You see, back where I come from, these gods were behind some sort of plan to eat away at everything. You see this mountain begin to cave in on top of itself as this giant black sphere begins to develop, sucking in the entire mountain. It's a rough first pass, but it'll do the visuals just right. Some uncountable number of these had begun rising up around the world, consuming everything around them. And it's my understanding that it's these two gods that were behind this. And in order to potentially, I don't even know where to begin. You see, the reason that you all were pulled into this realm of consciousness, was because I needed people to power my calculations. Because presumably, and in fact I know for sure for one of them, there are 6 crystals potentially 5, scattered throughout the world, that each have their own unique abilities. I've confirmed the existence of one of them, out in the Great Abyss. Unfortunately, I was never able to track it down. That quest ended in disaster. But once my calculation finishes, which should be in about 8 minutes from now, by my estimations, this device here should be able to pinpoint those locations. The reason I came to this village was to find suitable adventurers, to go out and find these. Because perhaps they would be able to wield their power, as I'm far too old to be able to wield them myself. I'm still learning your version of common. Even after 186 years.
I thought you died.
I did. You see, this whole world has died before. Possibly countless times. At least 3, as before, at the beginning of my own journey, I had a very similar experience running into an artificer, trying to pinpoint the locations of these crystals. We ended up defeating him. He didn't want to go down without a fight. We didn't understand at the time that he had some sort of greater goal. We just knew he was attacking the village that we were in, and so we took him down without asking questions. But everything you know in this world, I know a different version of it. And I'm sure the artificer I had defeated with the group that I was with had known his own version of how things were. The only things in this world that are the same as before I died is the geography minus the whole dark, all-consuming spheres. And citrine, strangely enough. Every other thing is slightly different. And I think perhaps that's part of the design of Atlas. When I guess was reborn, I tried finding the rest of my party that you had seen as statues. Unfortunately, history seems to have taken a different course. My companion here, he holds out the sword that is then picked up by the woman in silver armor who becomes corporeal, who grabs it, although her eyes are shut as if sleepwalking. And she's missing her right arm, which has a shadowy stump to it. This here is Celeste. She's descended from one of the gods of the Divinity War. But in the history that I've understood of this world, the Divinity War shook out differently, and all the gods were killed by the Arbiters. In my version of history, one of them survived and became the Aasimar. Although evidently not the case here. Two of the other companions that you've seen, he raises up one of the statues now. This very regal-looking individual here is based off of Celica, a descendant of one of the Arbiters. Although, it seems in your history, all of the Arbiters went extinct. And of course, there's also her brother. He raises up the teenager. This here is based off of Deathbringer, who was, well, her sibling, her younger. Once again, also a descendant of the Arbiters, but I've gone and explored their original geographical homes. Not found a trace. And finally, there's Kim. Actually, not finally. There's also Jade. But Kim here, he was one of the greatest forge masters of my version of things. But he had passed by the time that I had ever met him. But I used the version of this crystal here. Well, this is a replica I very recently completed, but he points to the green crystal atop the hilt he was holding. This here, the original, ended up being the replacement for his heart. He was a genius of all sorts of technical abilities. He'd figured out how to transcend his mortal body and graft his consciousness onto a machine. And he was able to then graft it onto this crystal, or its original, and build himself a corporeal body off of that. But when I went searching for his lab, it didn't seem to exist. So presumably he either was never born or never made it to the levels of success and knowledge that he was able to achieve. Never able to graft himself on the machinery in his lab. And of course, finally, is Jade, who, as you can see, is full tabaxi. Something I've not come across in this world. And it seems like full tabaxi just were never made by the god of the beastlings. And so, as such, she never had the chance to come into existence. But somehow I still remain. All of my companions dead. Never born, perhaps. And here we are with you. The crystal atop his device begins to light up. And he raises it up to the sky in this realm. And 5 beams of light shoot out in different directions. At which point, 5 pillars begin to raise around far, far off in the distance, far beyond the horizon. But they seem to be so high that you can still see them from this point. As this incredible boom is released with that energy. Five. These 5 pillars should lead you to the locations of the 5 quartz pieces that this device is based off of. If you gather those, they possess tremendous ethereal power that perhaps are able to withstand the attacks, perhaps even bring you onto a level worthy of combating the gods. The sword here that Celeste is holding is also a replica based off of one of them. And the original was actually able to withstand the strength of one of those annihilation spheres, allowing us to just narrowly escape out of their grasp. If there's anything that can combat them, it'll be the quartz crystals. The light in the device he's holding begins to slowly warble. And he gets a concerned look across his face. That's a bit odd. Do you have any questions? I mean, was kind of a lot.
Yes. I still don't quite understand. How do you remember before you died? The previous world, I guess.
That I don't know. When I was younger, living with parents who weren't my original, but apparently were, in this world, my biological parents. I was working with them as a smithy, as in my previous life. And I just so happened to replicate my dagger from before. And somehow, for the rest of the remaining time in my previous life, or for the time that I spent in my previous life, it's difficult to explain, I was able to see everything that I had seen before, just repeating again, not being able to change it, but always seeing it synced up, as if I was reliving it in real time. Until, of course, I was 46 years old, and the previous me had died.
I have a question.
By
Though
all
it
means.
seems you might not be able to answer this either. Why us?
I don't know. Why you indeed? I expected it to be some of the Hunters Collective. That's why I came here, but...
Simone, aren't you Hunters Collective?
I am. Perhaps I possess some sort of aptitude, or... I don't quite know. Why you folks, though? I'd ask the same way. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a town guard. I
Gregor, we understand why
couldn't
you...
believe I'd have some greater destiny.
We understand why Gregor is a part of this, but...
Gregor just looks at you a little puzzled at that statement.
Hank nods along with that.
The halfling nods along with it too.
Everyone loves Gregor. But yeah, I certainly don't know why I would be.
I don't see why I am either.
Perhaps sheer random luck. I mean, I certainly don't know why it was me who woke up in the realm of consciousness back when I started my journey. But I suppose I'll be giving you one of these. He holds up that device with the crystal, and he pulls out of the bag another one that looks somewhat similar, but it's a little different. And it looks like this, just without the beam. This is the lesser version of my consciousness shifter, as I've been calling it. Pointing to, obviously, this one. This has the ability, when you press the button, unfortunately I didn't have enough divine dust to make a full-fledged version, but if a willing person presses this button, they'll be shifted into a realm such as this, where you can speak freely. Additionally, if you keep in mind a place of heavy significance, such as your hometown or any place that never truly leaves your mind, you'll be able to use it to teleport to that place. It's good if you're in a pinch. And you can bring up to 6 people in total with you, including you. And hopefully this will aid your travels. I can't truly give it to you in the realm of consciousness here, but when we get out, I can just hand it to you. This place is similar to your dreams. It occupies a similar space. While you're in here, in the real world, you're actually just asleep, but your consciousness gets projected onto this plane of existence. As you can see, there are 5 pillars around us. The green one should be the original version of this, just this world's version of it. That'll be deep within the Great Chasm on the other side of the world. This was the one I was most familiar with. The blue one, off in that direction, I'd wager to guess is in Smeraldi, just as it was in my world. Where specifically, I don't know. I've checked all the same places. The red one, off in that direction, most likely Auradon. And I'm having a trouble counting as a DM.
I think that was the 4th one.
That was 3. Green, blue, red.
Green, blue, red. That purple one, off in that direction. Over that way is the scorched lands of Edelstein. And let's see, this last one here. Oh, my bad. It's silver off towards Auradon. And lastly, that purple pillar off in that direction also seems to be somewhere in Smeraldi. Though I don't know where. The device he has is continuing to warble.
Quick clerical clarification.
Yes.
You said green, blue, red, then corrected red to silver, then said purple twice.
Green, blue, red, silver, purple.
Last one is
Yeah.
purple.
Yeah. I gotta get this to you correctly. Okay. So, silver is in Oridon. Purple is in the Scorchlands somewhere. Blue is in Smeraldi. Green is in the Abyss. And red is also somewhere in Smeraldi.
All right. I'm taking my notes.
I'm also quickly taking these down. So purple is Oridon, or is it
Purple is the
Scorchlands?
Scorchlands.
Purple is Scorchlands. Okay,
Purple is Scorchlands.
perfect.
Yes. And when you're in this realm with this lesser shifter, you should be able to just follow the pillars to their locations. He keeps looking at his device.
This is totally insane.
Yeah, it's a lot to swallow, but... Oh. I guess the hardest news for last.
You still have more news.
I have an estimation. A guess. You see, for some reason, I was born about 140 years earlier than I was in the previous world. At least according to the Crystalline Era calendar. Because in my world, this is the year where everything started to fall apart. Approximately in the middle of summer, if I recall. If I were to use the exact date, as it's a bit hard to forget, it should be the beginning of Sona, the second month of summer.
DM question.
Yes.
What is the current date?
So, with your amnesia, it's a little hard to track, but it is somewhere in the third week of Reagan, the second month of spring.
There are 3 months for every season.
3 months in each season. Each of them are 28 days.
Okay. We got 3-ish months.
The device in his hand begins to warble quite a lot. The light and the sound of it just keep going in and out, in and out. To now he's very concerned looking at it. He's trying to figure something out. He's pressing different buttons, trying to make something happen. Any final questions before we go our separate ways? As it's probably better to fan out.
With what's her name?
Well, in this world I've gone by Tjaden. I've had a handful of names in this world. But in my original world, my name was Jim. But I don't go by that name these days. There's no one really alive to remember it. The light in his crystal seems to burst. You hear another large propagation of sound burst forth out from you folks as the epicenter. At which point, the pillars begin to fall. He looks very concerned at this. That's different. A terrifying shiver goes through all of your spines as you hear a voice permeate the entire area saying, "Oh, Jim, I've finally found you." Instantly, he shifts all of you back to the real world. You're all sitting or slumped over on the ground. He says, "Take this and run." He hands you the lesser consciousness shifter, George. At that moment, Liam is walking over to meet all of you. And a black pillar falls from the sky, pouring out Tjaden, completely destroying him, eating him away. The arms that had been farther out from this pillar get sucked in and crumpled until nothing remains but a divot in the ground. The last thing you ever hear him say is "run." You have 1 minute to decide what you're doing, or something bad will happen.
Okay.
Okay.
We could go back to any location that I remember.
Yep.
Gregor, Simone, you, me, Liam.
6 people.
Is that everyone? Gregor.
Gregor.
That would be 6.
Simone says, "What about the villagers?"
We can't. We're the ones who have the device. We're the only ones who know the pillars. We need to pick a location right now.
I'm gonna start evacuating people to the caves. I don't think any of us can stay here. 5 seconds.
Jasper.
Let's go.
Mara and Jasper.
All right, who all is grabbing onto this connector, or this shifter? Gregor's in.
I'm in.
All right. So, as you think of Jasper, your vision begins to become brighter and brighter. The last things you see of the area around you is a dark gray pillar falling right where Tjaden once stood and standing up and facing towards all of you. But before it can get a good look at you, you're gone. A few seconds pass where all you see is light. At which point, where in Jasper were you thinking, George?
My family's manor.
So, George, Pink, and Gregor. You come to corporeal form in George's old bedroom.
There's a few people you didn't name there.
Liam stayed behind, Simone stayed behind to help the villagers. And that's what we're going to call it. Welcome to the 3rd chapter of the campaign.
So we just lost Liam, Bisk, and Simone.
Who knows what their fates are?
DM question.
Yes.
Taking a look through my notes of this campaign that I've taken over time,
Mm-hmm.
there's something that I remember
Mm-hmm.
and something that I'm reading right here.
Yes.
I will read exactly what I have written here,
Okay.
word for word. Fortune teller in Nambul, seemingly legit. Past, accurate. Future, black cylinder slash pillar looking like a cannon from the age of arbiters, though not 100% accurate. All paths lead to this, chaotic afterwards.
Seems like history has come to pass.
Is that, okay.
Luckily, you three escaped and don't have to fight a god.
Yeah? I mean, good for us. We are in Jasper now.
You are in Jasper now.
We can TP whatever we want, though.
Whenever we want. Is there a cooldown? Wait, I guess we weren't told.
We weren't told. As
Yeah.
far as we know, we can just, as long as we can remember very distinctly, which is why I chose my home.
Oh. Okay. So how far is Jasper from Citrine? It's quite far, right?
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the world map here.
Yes, please.
So, Jasper is like a bit west of the fishing village that we started our campaign in.
Yeah. Originally,
It also is kind of currently being controlled by my family's enemies.
yeah, I was about to say, I remember some drama last time.
So you came from right over here,
Yeah.
and you've now teleported. So back, that's the way you came from. There's Fennec, here's Dolam, which is now Garnet.
Yeah, that was trying to think.
And apparently I turned off the title for this, but yes, this is Jasper over here.
Can you zoom out a little bit? A little bit more? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Okay.
Yeah, so you're from up here, Bank.
Yeah, that's what that's what I was getting at.
And Gregor's from over here.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. We teleported quite a distance.
Yeah. Retracing the entire steps of your journey in 6 seconds.
All 2-3 weeks?
Yeah. 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah. Yeah, me too, Jason.
You know, at the beginning of this month in game, we were just in a salmon festival.
Yeah.
And now we're being told that we're the only ones who can prevent complete calamity of the earth.
Yeah. We had all just
But
a chance meeting in the salmon festival.
But it's okay, because what Jim didn't know was that we had the 6th crystal in Gregor
Oh man.
already.
He is the 6th crystal.
He is the 6th crystal.
Maybe the real crystals were the friends we made along the way. So I have another question.
Mhm.
How long did he have all of this prepped? Well,
Since
like,
the
is this
beginning.
new prep or is this old prep?
literally like probably a handful of months before I even started the campaign,
Oh, so you had everything up to this point prepped.
and a little bit beyond, but yeah.
Okay. Because I have plenty of friends who DM stuff who are the types to procrastinate and do stuff like last minute. So I don't know how far in advance. Yeah, no, that's pretty.
Yeah, I knew this moment was coming from the very start of the campaign. How it would have shaken out, I don't know. But
yeah.
So what would have happened if we won the fight against Tiaden?
Yeah, that's...
you would have been let out a little bit earlier and had more time to talk, to figure out what all is going on.
Do you try and think of like all the branches that could happen depending
Yes.
on... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
You know, I was just thinking, not really just thinking, but I was like, you know, maybe we could walk our way back to Jasper, collect some strength,
Mm-hmm.
or at least, you know, I don't know. We oh jeez.
We actually had a minute. Now we're in your family manor.
Which at this point is pretty much empty. They're devoid of like people.
That's good for us.
It's very good for us. We have to find our way to Smeraldi, Oradon, the Scorchlands, and the Abyss.
Yep.
I suspected this session was going to have a bit of a post session, so we're gonna just keep recording.
Yeah. This is okay. So we have some work cut out for us. Turns out, yeah, it's not happening 3 months from now. It's actually happening now. Actually, it happened like about a minute ago.
Yeah, and here's the political map, by the way.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
we
what a great
actually
abyss is.
actually Jasper just puts us a boat ride away from Smeraldi then.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we're gonna fooling the world. Great Abyss scares me. Don't know what goes on down there. In fact, Pink doesn't really know what goes on in a lot of the world. I don't know how much he knows about the world existing. I don't think he knows much.
Yeah, if I recall, he explored this area of Edelstein
Yeah, pretty
a little
much.
bit.
Didn't ever make his way to Jasper, but it pretty much Schloss Forest, I believe is, and kind of south and like, yeah.
George has
one.
had even less exploring experience because he spent most of his life in Jasper.
I mean, Pink spent 4 years exploring, so.
Well,
I keep forgetting that Pink is 8 years old and 4'8".
well, we're on a port. That makes life
Yeah.
a lot easier.
Except for the Scorchlands, we're kind of... Actually, no, we're in a pretty central location. I'm curious about the Chromatic Swamp.
That name screams to me that we can take the boat to Oradon.
Yeah. The name... it's a cool name, but it scares me. Some of these places scare me. Great Abyss, Chromatic Swamp, Scorchlands.
Plateau of Fire.
Yeah, the Banished Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've got some planning to do.
Indeed, we do. How much
Yeah,
time will we
so-
have to plan? Probably not a lot.
Yeah. For, I guess, a little bit of, like, real life lore, this session was originally going to be the start.
Oh my god.
Wait, the start as in like
The start of the campaign.
Oh,
Oh my god.
wow.
So from this point onwards, you have entire freedom to anything.
Yeah, if I
Where
remember
you are,
correctly,
where
it
you go is
wasn't.
up to you.
Yeah, that was the. I remember the original like kind of pitch of the
Mhm.
idea of the campaign was like, it's like almost a tutorial, I guess, video game like tutorial up to a certain point, and then from there you can like
Yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah, so there's the quest to Citrine to kind of like get a grasp on how things are. And then since 9 months ago is when presumably you start this session and open up everything.
I feel like getting here slowly though and building up the world like that has made it a lot more a
Yeah.
lot more investing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if this happened 9 months ago, it would still be interesting, but I don't know if I would be as invested as I am now.
I can feel just a large amount of panic. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is gonna sound a little selfish, but it also does have a strategic point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we secure Jasper
Uh-huh.
first,
It can be kind of like a central hub for us.
it could be a central hub for us.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And Pink doesn't know like almost anything about what's going on with your background, by the way. So like if you pitched that to him, he would just be like, okay, yeah, that's probably a smart idea.
Plus, I feel like taking down a crime family is a lot easier than starting a quest to try to fight the gods.
Yeah. Taking down a crime family in your hometown is probably a little bit easier than taking on the strongest gods that have ever existed.
Yeah, because I feel like the second we start finding the pillars, we are going to have heavy resistance against us.
Yeah, but at the same time, given what Tian said, he in his original world, there were like shadow balls appearing just over the world, right? And eating up. I feel like that would be happening irrespective of us getting the crystals.
Oh
So
yeah.
I feel like we're on kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
a global timer. Like it's a kind of dawn of the third day, 72 hours remain type of thing.
Ryan, have you played Smash Brothers Brawl? Is this
Are you talking about the
the
One of my
subspace
chapter titles
emissary?
Subspace
may
Emissary.
be the Subspace Emissary.
I haven't actually played Subspace Emissary. I didn't really play all that much Brawl.
I haven't either, but I do know that one thing with the gods is very reminiscent of something that happens in the Subspace Emissary.
Okay, yeah, I guess securing Jasper would probably be a good first thing if it doesn't take longer
Forever.
than we would expect.
Yeah, we would have to be quick about it.
But if it's an entire crime family, then I doubt if we beat them now, we would be good for a while. I feel like they'd be putting up constant resistance.
We would have it. Luckily, and you don't know this, but there are groups, or at least a group in Jasper, who's already here working against them.
Okay,
So
that's good.
we do have allies
Yeah.
here. We are a
Okay.
bard and a ranger though, with a
We are-
Gregor. So
I mean, but we do have Gregor, so
we do have Gregor, so that's like 1,000,000 damage per round.
yeah.
But besides that, I feel like
our party makeup is a little bit,
little wonky.
yeah. But to be fair, I am actually decently built.
Mm-hmm.
I have a shit ton of support shit,
yeah.
but my spell save is low for this point.
Assuming I can hit my shots, I can actually do some decent damage because I have a bonus action, Hunter's Mark, and the Ethereal Walker, which can both be stacked.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do 2d8 plus 4 plus another d6.
I have
In
like
one
hold
shot.
person, polymorph, blindness, deafness.
Oh, I also have a pan flute.
Ooh,
Important
perfect.
pink lore.
But do you have a drying
Uh,
pan?
A dry. I can use this frying pan
as a
as a drying pan.
The best line.
Oh man.
So yeah, the thing's picked up.
Yeah.
Just a little. I seriously thought we were dead.
Mm-hmm.
I also was, like you said, we'll have a break, so I was like, either we're fine or we're just coming back 10 minutes from now, and he's like, well, you need to write up new characters.
Yeah. Those were not the chosen ones after all.
Mm-hmm. Other sort of management things
Yeah.
are Ryan's still on indefinite break. And Morgan, I've tried to ask Morgan about campaign stuff, but she's been radio silent since like May, so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then she didn't have much to say on coming back to the campaign when I asked her during one of the other servers' campaigns.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to mark her down as mystery, and we'll continue the campaign as is.
Is that why Liam was left behind then?
Yeah. Liam and
I
Simone
figured
stayed
there's a
behind.
logistical reason for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, she wanted Liam to stay behind to help the villagers.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Simone, if she was here, would have gone with you. But since she's radio silent, I don't know. They'll make their way eventually.
Okay.
Oh man.
I know I'm still not over it.
I'm not either. I have an entire day to worry about.
Kind of want to go back at some point and rewatch some of the earlier sessions.
Mm.
Though they're so long.
I definitely recommend watching on 2x speed.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of pauses for thinking that I could cut out to get things down, but also that's like a lot of cutting.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
And then you'll see everyone in like the video going.
Yeah, I was about to say it'd also be a little bit like taking you out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah. So if this was an audio campaign only, I could do it, but I just cut out.
30 HP to fight the gods.
Oh yeah, other management things. Obviously, you have your full rests, and anything you used in the realm of consciousness, you still have. It's like you still have that enchanted wild enchanted arrow. All those light arrows.
Let's go!
That's so nice.
Roll another 2.
I like when I saw that in my inventory, I was like, all right, of all the times to use it, this is the time.
It's now.
How many radiant arrows did I use? I think I used 2 or 3.
I think you used like 3.
3. I think I missed 2 and hit 1.
I think you had 5 in total, so.
I had 5 in total, but I'd used a few prior.
Hmm.
So in going in, I had fewer than 5.
You definitely hit one.
I did hit 1. I did.
Yeah,
I also hit the wild enchanted arrow too, which is nice.
thank
Chadden
God you didn't
had-
roll a nat 1 on the wild enchanted arrow and
You
it's
would
still
have just gone
crit
down like that.
Chadden was a level 20 artificer and had 99 HP.
99 HP.
We almost go to level 20.
I think he was level 20. Let me double check.
So you said 99 HP, and he had like 20 something by the end of it.
Yeah, he had 20.
He had 18.
18
at the end, yeah.
So that means we did 81 damage to him in total.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, he might have been 12, actually.
Okay.
Even closer. How much time would we have had in the village if we did beat him?
Extra 30 minutes.
Extra 30. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because the work he was finishing that calculation on where the quartz were. So instead of you all waking up as soon as you defeated him, defeating the sort of like master of the domain, and just waking up instantly, he took the extra time to complete his work.
I know this probably wouldn't have happened, but it would have been funny if we just dilly-dallied and, like, accidentally caused the end of the world because we weren't quick enough to talk to Jim.
Yeah. There are dates in here that are set in stone. Once those dates pass, they pass.
Have we missed any of those events? Yeah, as of yet. Any set in stone events that we've just missed?
Outright missed. I'd say one by technicality.
That gets me curious, but I don't also want to ask in case it's, spoiler,
It's not
hush hush.
major spoilers, but
If it's spoilers, I'm not going to ask.
yeah. I'll keep it hush hush, and you can ask at the end of the campaign in like a year.
Yeah.
Ugh. I probably need to head out.
Mhm.
Oh my
I-
You
gosh.
got a birthday.
Doing some stuff as well.
I do, and I have homework that
Oh, right.
I just gotta make
Homework.
it to Monday.
Homework
Mhm.
is a thing. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's genuinely weird being out of college and just out of any
Mhm.
sort of schooling because it's just like, wow, I've just been working for the past 7 months.
Yeah. Your free time is
Alright.
your free time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy.
Okay. Goodbye, peoples.
Bye
See
bye.
ya.